Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of Dicey Mayhem. As some of us are actually dressed up as people from the show.
To a degree.
Why?
Anywho, welcome the rest of the cast. Brendan as Kaim. I don't see Brendan's cam live yet.
Hang on a sec.
Oh.
By the way,
yeah.
this is fucking hot. And I'm probably not wearing this for the entire stream. Just a quick disclaimer. We haven't seen the rest of the cast yet. So I would like to ask any one of you to step forward and show what you've had in mind and wanted to show us. Drum rolls.
Yeah, let's not all go at once, guys.
I vote.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
wait.
What are the horns?
What is the horn? Is that the shoehorn?
What? Oh, it's toilet paper! Yay!
Let's go!
I
I
remember
love that.
Symmetra. Let me.
Nice.
Top tier, quality, top quality. That's actually quality. Okay, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that.
I'm afraid
Yeah,
point
me
one.
neither.
Me and Helen will keep our cameras off for the rest of the
Yeah,
entire.
well,
No.
Yeah.
Go on, show us. Who's next?
Go on, Helen.
All right.
Go.
Tell
Yay!
us what you got. Oh, you couldn't see the flame.
We can see the
It's
flame.
not all about
Wait.
you foing. We've moved on. I'm falling. I'm really hot. Great. We've moved on now. Hi, I'm Valeria. I've got a bandage on. This is my mum's wedding dress outfit. Not actual
Wait,
wedding dress.
Wait.
Not her actual wedding dress. It's
Thank
like
Christ.
from a Halloween outfit she went to.
Oh, good. Okay.
And I'm wearing a lot of eye bags, and I had to go to the high street like this, so you're welcome.
Okay, fair
Uh-huh.
enough. That is also quality. I clap for that. I clap for that.
Thank you.
Then, last but not least,
Oh.
because
Hello, Cyrus.
Nice.
Far too much hair moisturizer in my hair to make it nice and wet because he's famously moist. Bracers, lace, piratey, blurry. That's me. Hi.
and again, I couldn't see because
You can't see me. Hi. You can watch on.
Oh, you're
stream.
missing. You're missing out. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
you are.
missing.
Yeah.
I can see on the stream. Oh yeah, that's weird.
however, I am now able to see it, and that is actually really cool. Have you
Okay.
figured out yet who I am?
I can't see you. So.
Just look at the screen, at the stream, Gus.
Okay, I'm looking at stream.
You've got a scarf on. Are you Strahd?
Close.
Probably the cousin.
The cousin,
thingy, whatever,
indeed.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't have a blue scarf,
The
so
one we bumped into. Also, I'm so sorry not to be in full body paint, Elena, but perhaps next time.
also this is the first time in years that I've worn a blouse.
Ooh, blouse.
The blouse. Full blouse
Yeah.
action.
I wear those on a daily.
I don't, because I'm not that kind of teacher. Also, is my camera not picking up on Video Ninja?
No, it's not. No, no, it is. Yeah.
There we go.
No, it is.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
Lovely.
It's
Oh, yeah.
not for me.
I can see you why you might be hot.
Yeah,
Scarf.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going to take that off immediately. Because
I've been asked if I'm the corpse bride, so this is all going very
Like
well.
you even got like a fucking shirt underneath your teeth, shirt underneath your fucking. Oh
Yep.
my fucking
wearing
god, man.
layers on layers.
layers on layers. I also,
Layers on layers on layers.
since we are doing a TikTok of this,
Oh, yeah.
so if you
I heard the
haven't followed the TikTok yet, !socials will get you there. I actually like put on my full-on coat to go with that.
Nice.
Okay.
So yeah, I had layers on layers on layers on layers. I'm also going to like
We get some music for that one.
It would at least be Pony.
What?
Can't do that.
It's never mind, Point. Never mind.
Can't go that low.
Yeah.
Well, I can. Let's get my shirt out of my jeans because that's tugging.
I'm wearing jeans, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What are
I
you
was
wearing?
like, well, nothing.
Oh,
Like,
right.
no one's gonna see it, so like, why would I like put anything on there?
Nick,
Hi,
can I just really
Nico.
quickly say, Nico's been watching all of our VODs and like catching
Has.
up. And he's just a
Hell
fucking
yeah.
guy.
Love
Shout
that.
out, Nico. Thank you,
Nice.
Nico. You're the
Shout
best.
out. Shout
Nice.
out to
Shout
anyone
out,
who
shout
watches
out.
our VOD's YouTube videos. Thank you so much.
Nico was also
Matty-
the president of the Ardero and
Oh,
the Ardero and Griffin Ship Club at the moment. And yes,
Griftero, as we call it in the
Ardero,
industry.
indeed.
The
Yes,
fan
mhm,
forum.
mhm, mhm.
Griff
Well,
Barrow, let's
unfortunately,
go.
he's on a like plane of existence, so you know.
Long range
Sadly,
strategy.
Love
yeah.
will find a way. Love will find a way.
Matty will be late today, as they had I believe, a family appointment. So sadly, they'll be here a little bit later, maybe even after the break. However, we do have a bit of a sad announcement. Sadly, we have to see Danny go due to personal stuff that is going on. He has quit Dicey Mayhem until further notice. So for a couple of weeks, we'll be a 6-man team. Well, 5-man and Ellen.
You can go, man. It's okay. I won't go offended.
Cool, thank you.
One of the dudes.
Bruh.
But yes, we will be missing him, and going forward, we might get a new person, but we'll see. So far, we'll have to do it with just what we have now. You actually have braces on.
Yes, I showed you them. Oh, you couldn't see
Probably
I
them.
couldn't
You
see.
ordered them.
Probably the ones
yeah.
that he brought, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Look at him
mhm.
spending money for his costume. What a capitalist.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I didn't spend that much money on these. I can assure you, they're very cheap and very sore.
He was
But,
supporting small businesses actually for you. You should try
Oh,
it.
yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think you should try it.
I don't know, I'm just saying something back at you.
It's the usual.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
So,
make sense. It's the way I
Yeah,
was
can we also
shut your
notice
mouth.
like how like Sirius's headphones match his like, you know,
mhm,
streak across the
Yeah,
face?
yeah,
Love
definitely.
it.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
mhm.
Nice, Anna.
very cute.
I'm
To
dedicated. Thank you.
give a quick wrap up of last time we were live, since I sadly had to delay today's session due to, well, let's just say I'm busy.
Okay. God, you have a life.
I can't help it, cuz leave me alone. Last we left it, you saw Grimro disappear into the bag of holding, and with
Mhm.
bravery and maybe a slight bit of stupidity,
Stupid of you.
Ardero jumped after Grimro into the bag of holding, finding nothing but their stuff floating around in what seemed to be a small pocket dimension. As Sirius quickly remembered that air is limited within, threw one of the ropes after for Ardero to climb out. Now, without a boat, and on the edge of the lake, they had to walk their way towards whatever their destination was. A couple of hours passed as they walked the path, whilst meanwhile Edgar spotted something moving quickly underneath the foliage the forest close to. It seemed to be a mountain ridge. Eventually, you came to a small passing through the forest, as a unfamiliar voice called out, being quite friendly towards you, a young man by the name of Elijah stepped outside the forest into view. And with that, introduced himself to be the cousin of Strahd von Zarovich, one of the Dark Lords, over in a different domain. You eventually trusted Elijah with some information, as he was forthcoming about his, well, past and information. Apparently, Constantine had lied about the whereabouts of a Vistani caravan, brokering a deal between you and Elijah. Elijah took you up to guide you through a mountain pass. In doing so, you each had a chance to talk to Elijah, talk about yourself, as he was intrigued by who you were as a person. Not knowing what had transpired between conversations that were told. On, I believe, the second day, Edgar noticed something climbing on one of the mountains across crevice. Something big, large, 8-legged with a large abdomen, as it disappeared out of view. Eventually, you came to an overlook, looking out onto Clearshade, the city you were going to. As you pressed on, about half a day's further, you eventually stepped in the perimeter of what seems to be a disheveled, disdain, and quite in ruin city.
Yeah.
As you look across, you can see buildings scattered, houses, most of them ruined or boarded up, as they seem to be empty. Hardly any person can be seen out walking the perimeter, walking the streets and the roads, as the looming castle on the hill in the center of the city overlooks all. As you were standing on the edge of the city, Elijah begged his leave, offering you a job of assistance hunting down a Nosferatu, before he bowed and took his leave. You are standing out on the outskirts of the city, as a slight rainfall sets in. Clearly out in the distance, you can see a ray of sunshine, just a single beam, somewhere hitting the center of the city.
You hear a person scream.
You do not hear a person scream.
Just making sure. Maybe it hit the Nosferatu, you know, little chance.
Yes, job done.
Oddly, you didn't like let us roll perception for that. Interesting.
Well, as the follower of light, you know, I seek it out wherever it's found.
Mm, nice.
So are we going in?
Of course.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Looks.
What is our goal here?
Well, from what intel Elijah has shared, there's someone of great import to Margaret that we must kill.
One of 4 pillars to power.
Yes.
Mm.
He didn't necessarily say kill.
No, we are killing them.
We have to.
I mean, he said that the siblings are always in conflict with and they don't necessarily like each other. Surely, we don't have to kill them. Surely turning them against her is a far better idea.
We don't know how it works in a sense that, like, as we've been told, they make Margaret powerful, right? We don't know how that works. So
We don't know how it works, but he did say that the siblings aren't necessarily the best of terms, right?
yeah, but that only means that they won't support each other when we fight one of them. It doesn't mean that they still don't like act together in giving her power.
What
can
were
see
you
it like-
thinking, Cirrus? What were you thinking?
Hmm.
Make it look like she did it?
Make it look
I
like
was
one
just
of the
wasn't thinking about
siblings. do it.
killing anybody in the first
Yeah.
place.
Well,
I mean,
if we
you
were
know,
to go a route without killing anyone, that would take far too long time. Just incite any ounce of rebellion between all the siblings.
Also, let's not forget this is the domain where the one Dark Lord, whatever you want to call it, Margaret, rules. We don't know who is allegiant to them or not, but we know that they are hostile towards us, whoever is allegiant to her or him, whatever you want to call it. Furthermore, we know that these four are allegiant to Margaret, so we should definitely assume that they are hostile towards us, no matter what we do.
how
We know that
was
they don't like each other, but they're still helping her in power.
Yeah, how was this described, Ace? If you can
It was
summarize it again.
described as the siblings are always in quarrel. The only one that was able to keep them from killing each other and going in an all-out war was Margaret, or is Margaret. However, the four siblings that are in quarrel are also a supplement to Margaret's power, as they are 5 children
Mhm.
of Vakan and Shah.
See it like a water stream, right? Every one of them is one water stream. If they can't really work together in like a meaningful way, but if they all come together, they build what is Margaret, one big stream.
But surely, if
Yeah,
you just
we-
incite them against Margaret, the whole thing comes down.
Maybe,
No.
but don't you want to go home?
I do. Right.
Then the
If,
quickest-
if you're saying to me, here, you can go home, but kill this random person you've never seen or heard of before in your life until this very moment that's done nothing to you.
Whatever it
I'm like,
takes to kill Margaret.
Sirius, it's not a random person. We know these are people, these are the siblings, these are the claim to power, one of the most evil beings that we have encountered. It's like me telling you, this person over there has killed 100 unborn, I don't know, like 100 like innocent children. What do you want to do? And you go like, well, I haven't really seen them do it yet,
okay.
We can't assume that anyone that we meet in this plane of existence, no offense to you, looking over it, is the other guy still there, Elijah?
Left, I think.
Yeah, he went.
Yeah, he walked away.
He took his leave.
We can't assume that anyone that we meet here is non-hostile towards us. Even the people, as in the ones that we helped, have, for some reason, we don't even know the purpose for it, lied to us. We can't assume that anyone here is worth our saving, is worth our,
Okay. So I
Gratitude.
guess we just raise the city to the ground then, right?
Sounds like a plan.
Not the point I'm trying to make.
What point are you trying to make then?
Point that you start talking that it leads you down a very dangerous road to apparently giving Kaim the
I'm not saying we should be here
positivity.
committing war crimes or whatever you want to call it. I'm not saying we should you should be here trying to retaliate and setting fire to their city. I'm not saying that. But the matter of the fact is that we have been attacked where we come from this place here, by the people that rule this place here. We have to assume that people that are here, living here, have some sort of loyalty towards exactly that cause. We don't know why, we don't know exactly who and what, but we can't assume that especially those that are in power are good people.
And let's
They
face
have
it,
committed war crimes, right?
it's not going to be they're not going to be allies out of respect or out of love for their leader, but out of fear. So the quicker we take down these siblings and Margaret, that will be possibly the end of their terror.
We shouldn't try and kill anyone that we just come upon, but people that we know that are in power are most definitely not going to be either non-hostile towards us or good people. That is the base assumption that we operate underneath, I would argue.
I mean, they can be good people, they can be bad people, and still not worth killing.
Yes, of course, but unless we take like a very, very long time examining their behavior, their past actions, and their whole life, we can't discern if they are not. And the baseline assumption of people that are in power here is like we're talking about the top 4 powerful people underneath Margaret. They are 100% to blame for that. What happened as well. We didn't get attacked by one person. We got attacked by multiple soldiers, multiple like axes of power. There was multiple dragons involved. We can't just assume it was one person. There has to be a whole apparatus behind this, and there have to be leaders for this apparatus. And if we have people that are warring against each other, think of the next question: why are the 4 leaders, or like the 4 siblings, don't like each other? They are most likely the next in line to step up once Margaret is gone.
Yeah.
That's why they don't like each other. They don't like each other, like, they don't hate each other because they have opposing ideas. They hate each other because they are all next in line. They're all equally powerful. Removing one of them will
their
mean
selfish motives as well.
yeah,
Whatever they want planned.
removing one of them will only get the other 3 more power. Having one of them be our ally for the goal of defeating Margaret, and then defeating the other 3 and then Margaret. We don't even know if they would help us defeat Margaret. That's the first thing that we would gamble upon. We don't even know if they would try to help us defeat the other 3. But once that has been done, we don't know if they just instantly inherit the most powerful thing and just try to retaliate against us, because now we are the enemy. I don't think we should be here searching for allies. I think we should be here searching for
Our
means
enemies.
to an end. Yeah. I don't like this either. I usually wouldn't go the path of violence in any way or form. But we are here in a different country, a different plane that is an active war against where we come from. Plane that we come from. I wouldn't condemn anyone instantly, but this is like us going to the demon plane being like, maybe there's some good people here. You shouldn't assume that. You should first and foremost assume that they are hostile and that they should be treated as such. If they then afterwards prove not to be that way, then we can have that discussion. But I wouldn't assume it would be the other way around.
I don't like it either, Sirius. I agree with everything Ardero said. When I first got here, I didn't want to be violent towards anybody, but this plane is evil. The people here are evil, and they're having a negative impact on our plane. So we have to do what we have to do.
I don't think we know enough to be able to make that determination, but let's go. Fine.
We can see the people when we get there, make a judgment.
As you notice, we haven't killed anyone that we just encountered upon, right? We've literally killed no one here. We've defeated a evil house and some weird spirit that lived upon, and we fought against some mist and some zombie-like creatures. We haven't killed any person yet. Okay? It's just that we shouldn't treat anyone as friendly towards us, because we can't assume that at this point.
Nice. Does hell exist in D&D
Yes.
as a concept, as a religious concept?
Yes.
Cool.
Is it just a
There's-
demon plane?
Nope, it's a devil
Uh,
plane.
Oh.
It's
Demons
a
and devils are different.
it's consisted of 9 planes, each connected to the next by the river Styx.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that demon and devils are like different things.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Tieflings are related to
devils.
devils and not to demons. Okay, yeah,
Mm.
gotcha.
Just
Like
so
the
everyone
Glacia and
knows,
everything.
Valeria thinks this is hell. Just so you all know.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on.
Big
Wait,
river, dark, people dying. Yeah, it could be.
Misty, can't reach her god. Everything's
Yeah.
fucked.
Isn't like the whole like circles of hell, whatever, also like ruled by like one entity, all of them? Like Glacia's one like leader. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Being highly religious, Valeria would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Maybe it is. Wait, did you say that in character or out of character?
No, it's just I'm just
Out of
telling you
character.
my inner thoughts of what's happening here.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
she
good
doesn't
point.
feel too guilty. Yeah.
Right, shall we head somewhere because it's raining and we've been standing out in the open.
Well, what would
Yes.
be the plan now? We try and meet up with whatever his face was, Elijah, and kill one of the Nosferatu. Is that like a useful thing for us? What do we gain out of that?
Probably even more knowledge concerning that he's the one that has told us everything so far.
But can we even assume that we can trust Elijah at this point?
Well,
We can't assume
No.
anything, but I trust Elijah.
Well, the only thing that Elijah has told is like contradicting information towards the stuff that we have been told by
Constantine.
Yeah.
Constantine. But we've nothing to assume that, or like we have no information to go upon which one was right or not. It could be
Well,
very, very
Elijah
like
was very good at reading us, whereas Constantine left us confusing information and then walked across some roofs. So
and
I
how
do
does
get
that make
believe.
him like more that makes it like even worse because that way he's probably just bad at manipulating us.
at least he has a read on people.
Yeah, that makes it worse in my opinion. Someone that lies to you, that knows who you are and what you are, has more reason to lie to you compared to someone who doesn't know who you are.
and I'm going to assume that he's more powerful than us. So, if that is the case, manipulating all of us here, I don't understand why it would be in his best interest. Considering that, when we got here, he straight up left.
I don't know. Should we go in and find him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where was the sunbeam hitting ice?
But from what you could see, somewhere center of the city. It's quite out in the distance, but you can see some towers and peaks.
I'll point them out to everybody. Have we seen much sunlight since we've got here?
Absolutely none.
Okay.
Seeing this is refreshing.
Hmm.
And as you walk through town, the first thing that you notice is that most of the buildings are in complete disarray. There's no structure that hasn't been touched by either mold, weather, rotten wood, or some even scratch marks. Half of the city, from what you can see, has been boarded up, as the buildings are left out and seemingly vacant for use.
The question?
Mhm.
We would know, right, where we have an assumption to where Margaret would be. I think we've been told that like she's in like Darkhold Castle through her invitation, right?
Darkhold Castle is her base of operations, yes.
Okay, and we know there's 4 siblings left around where we are.
Yes.
that rule all of this?
Mhm.
Do we know how many cities there are in this whole?
There's not enough cities for heirs to the Dark Union.
There's not enough. There's like Clearshade, Embercross, Emberbrook, and
Yeah.
Darkwood Castle. So okay,
Yes.
but it's a reasonable assumption to assume that one of those 4 siblings would be here.
Yes, that is a fair assumption to make. As you're getting closer to the center of the city, the ever-looming castle comes closer. And from what you can see, buildings have been collapsed, walls partially broken, and some of the towers are completely caved in. It doesn't seem to be functional at all, yet one singular building stands out that looks to be overgrown with weeds and vines. Though further walking into the city, you can see 3 larger buildings in the main thoroughfare. One completely made out of stone, with several towers peeking out, as it looks like a studious institute. Large windows and beautiful decorations on the outside of the walls and towers. Some of the parapets are carved in the shapes of some creatures, almost hound-like with wings. It doesn't look inviting, yet a flow of music slightly pierces your ears, coming from within. The most outstanding building to you all, especially to you, Valeria, is the building that is hit by a singular beam of sun. A large cathedral with a large singular tower pointing out, portraying a symbol of a sun rising. Parts of the building do look to be ruined, broken down. Some of the windows are boarded up. Yet, something draws you in. Something welcoming. Almost positive in this negative realm. You cannot pinpoint it. Although
I
you,
recognize. Oh, sorry, go on.
Valeria, recognize the symbol of that of the Morning Lord. Third building is somewhat smaller, and as you come close to it, it looks nasty, disturbing, and unwelcoming. This softwood building has marble details that make up most of the building's outer structure. The windows are filled with dust and cobwebs and makes it difficult to look inside, and a lack of life within can be felt outside of it. Where do you want to go?
That symbol right there is Lathander's symbol. So I don't think whoever lives in there could be bad.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I haven't done this in a while. I would like to use the Sending Stone again.
Okay.
Go on to Palanthas.
Before you send a message, could you roll me a D100, please?
Right. That's new.
As you take out the Sending Stone and try to invoke magic within, you feel it's just like a rock. Somehow the magic doesn't react to you trying to activate it.
Okay. Is there people like around us?
You look around you. See no one.
Would you like to go visit the cathedral, Valeria?
Yes, please.
Would like to cast my illusion.
Okay.
Just, I know, create like a moth or whatever, like just testing if it works.
As you start casting the spell, a moth flies around.
What's wrong?
The sending stone that I used a week ago and that was there to contact Palanthus.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be working anymore.
Can
Given
I
that
try?
we've sorry, what?
Can I try?
Yeah, sure. And try
So-
the rock.
Is it once a day?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think so. We have used it once a day so far. I've used it in this realm. There shouldn't be a reason to why I can't use it anymore.
Yeah, it worked in the inn.
Yeah.
I'll try and use it.
Could you roll me a D100, please?
Yes, I can.
Wait, I probably should tell her what she should tell Palanthus. If it works for you, can you ask him where and when Aldwolf made a lasting impression that earned him a nickname that he would know?
You try to invoke the magic within the sending stone. And as you try to activate it, you see a spark coming off of it. You have the feeling that the magic isn't working. Something is withholding.
I think it's blocked here in this town or something.
Yeah, that was my assumption as well. We should try to like cast magic, which worked.
Maybe
Um,
just sending. Maybe they can't contact
Maybe
people
certain
outside.
magics can't be used.
You have a way of testing this?
Mm,
Only the party member with magic items that could be used like this.
if only.
Who, me?
Sending.
No, I mean in theory we have Cloak of the Skies and Night Goggles
Oh, yes. I
running
see.
around on top of her.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Oh, it's fine. We'll find out, I guess.
Mhm.
Revisit the cathedral, get a feel for the place.
Yep.
I don't know why all the buildings are so dilapidated. When you say scratch marks, do you mean what animal looks like it might have made those marks?
Remember the owl bear in the first few sessions that you came across?
Vaguely.
Something as large as that.
Not too big. As big as a bear.
That's as big as a bear.
I think this town got attacked by an owl bear. Anyway, let's go to the cathedral.
Whole town be attacked by one bear. For it to look
Yeah.
like this.
Must have been a really big bear.
Or maybe like 1,000 of them.
An army.
Yeah, this city, like from what we've seen, is it like reasonable to like assume that it's bigger than Dahavia or like?
It is somewhat bigger than Dahavia, but since it has a circular design, it feels bigger than it truly is. Dahavia is slightly smaller than Clearshade.
But we would assume that the heavy has more people living there, right?
Yes.
Just a bit more space between the buildings. And there's like a lot of trees between the buildings as well, right?
Mhm.
Are the trees looking dry?
They do look dry. They look shriveled up. Most of them don't have leaves anymore.
It's like a fire hazard.
Oh god. Oh god.
No, we're not out here, doing war crimes yet.
Yeah, no, the Geneva Convention is a checklist, right?
The Dahivia Convention.
Geneva what?
Yes. As you walk towards the cathedral, a set of large double doors made out of an oaken wood greet you. An imprint of the symbol of the Morning Lord set in now rusted brass. Above the doorway, something's written. Whom of you speaks Celestial?
Does.
None of us.
No,
Don't you?
Kaim, you can read anything.
Oh, I could read anything. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
It's a broken kind of thing. Not gonna lie.
Above it, as no one else seems to figure out what language it says, can you translate this angelic language to saying, with every sunbeam comes a truth.
Great lyric.
Thank you.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
I think that as it's a coincidence that we saw a sunbeam. Now this says this, or maybe they just have like a lot of sunbeams here, and they just will guide people to thinking they're special.
I think this whole town is blessed by Lathander, and we can't kill anybody here.
Dramatic change in tone from you, Valera, but I'm on board with this.
Very, very, very interesting.
I thought this was hell, and now I no longer think that.
It's still a hostile plane. No.
Yeah, but there's some people in it that are good, like what Sirius said.
Or do you want to go in, Valeria?
I'll lead everybody inside.
All right.
I don't want to go back to church. Okay.
You
Okay.
know your churches. These double doors are not usually opened. As you look around, you notice a smaller door that just opens up. As you lead everyone inside, you see benches. I don't know what. Yeah.
Here's the vengeance. We found it.
I'm
guys.
back with a vengeance, baby.
Carries a bench into battle. Nice. You see vengeance be. God damn it. You see benches being strewn around. Some broken, some rotten. Some of the windows are broken down and boarded up. And out in the distance, close to usually an altar stance, you see a bald man in monk's clothing as he's slowly cleaning the altar.
Hello there.
Hello. Can I help you?
Yes, we're just looking. Is this a place of worship for Lathander?
Oh, yes, it is indeed, dear. It's unusual to have visitors in. Are you a follower of the Morning Lord?
Yes, I am.
Oh, pardon me. As he puts away the burlap that he was cleaning with, you see him hunching forwards a bit as he turns around. You see brown eyes and wrinkles as his bald head has some bit of a scriff on the back as you are looking to this person. Dear, what can I assist you with?
We're just looking for somewhere to go, really. The town seems quite distressed. What happened here?
What hasn't happened here? Ever since those creatures attacked, the town has been... Well, most of the people are in hiding.
What was it an owlbear?
No, no. Recently, it's this creature that... I can't even describe it.
One creature.
These weeks, yes, but we have had the occasional werewolves, werebears, wereboars, and luckily the statues have stopped.
Wait, the statues have
statues?
stopped?
The statues?
Yes,
The were statues?
I do not know what
Oh,
those
sorry,
are.
I was just nothing. Carry on.
Luckily, the Morning Lord has blessed this, well, old...
We didn't see
Building.
like a wall around the city, right? When we walked in.
No, there was no wall around the city.
Not even like a wooden one.
Not even a wooden one.
Out of curiosity, old man, if you have a city that keeps getting attacked by the wildlife, you're living within woods, I would you like build like a palisade or something?
Every attempt that we tried are seen to one within her stronghold, and they were never seen again.
Who?
Are seen.
Who might they be? We aren't from around here, if you can't tell.
She is a sister to well, the others.
Margaret. I see.
And
Where
if
is
you
she
had to
now?
describe Arsene as a personality, what would you say?
Cruel.
Okay.
Where is she now?
Have you seen the building with the vines growing on it?
We have,
The keep.
yes.
Yes, she is there.
How does she look like?
No one knows.
No one knows, but I assume they rule the city.
On occasion, one of the creatures escapes. But that's it.
One of your creatures escapes. Can you be a bit more precise on that one, please? Once again, kind of new here.
Are you familiar with werewolves?
Not entirely, but go on.
From what I've heard, this is townsfolk talk. She has an agreement with some of the werewolves out in, well, Clearshade Woods. Whenever a firstborn cub is born, she has claim to it.
Oh,
What does she want with them?
If I knew, I wouldn't be here, would I?
Right. Okay. So is it just you here in this cathedral?
He looks around.
Like, that works here?
Do you see anyone else?
Okay,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Why is everyone here like this?
I know, it's shocking. Like, basic manners.
why would you
Well-
stay at such a place if you can't even protect yourself without getting subjected to even more harm?
Why leave a space with walls around you as he looks around for a road on which you can be attacked each day?
Seems like those walls don't do you that much good, do they?
They do more than the outside. At least for these soul shriveled bones.
Mhm.
There are hunters that go back and forth within the woods.
What would happen if you were rulerless here? Is there any procedures to replace those rulers? Can you vote? Or
I do not know.
To general election.
I think we should be looking
But-
for a prime minister in that case.
I'm
Good
just
luck.
wondering if there's like
Good luck.
people next in line that would be taking up the space, or
From
How
what I
important it is
can
for you.
recall, Arsene does not have offspring.
where we're from, usually rulers possess some inherent value towards their people. You can't justify the ruler without them providing something, like leading. If you don't even know who they are, and if they just possess like pose as cruel and as danger to you, I'm wondering to like why you wouldn't have tried to usurp.
Fear is usually stronger than bravery.
Fear, aren't you a man of God, or of your God?
I fear Lathander and respect him at the same time, but I fear Scene more.
And
Uh-huh.
surely taking to the road is a better option than staying here under her control. Doesn't have a way of keeping you here if she's just locked up in her keep.
She does not threaten these walls.
She cannot, can she?
I mean, wait. So people would be here, would be safe in here. Does she not threaten your walls or like you?
She does not threaten me. The walls, as you can see, are, well,
Mhm. Have you ever tried building a wall?
with my old bones, no. I have tried to
Hmm.
build a ditch, but people wanted to have a miss.
You seem like a shepherd with a lot of excuses. Might explain why your flock is missing.
Have you heard of Nosferatu?
We have heard a lot, but we have seen very little.
They tend to eat a lot.
Is the person here like what was the name again?
Elijah.
No, the one ruling here
Oh, Arsene.
Arsene.
I've seen.
is Arsene Nosferatu.
I do not know. No one has seen Arsene.
And why bring up Nosferatu? Are you saying that there's another threat to the city within the city that isn't the threat from outside, that isn't a threat
Yeah.
from the ruler? Oh my.
What a threat.
At what point of threats would you and your people try to move somewhere else?
Trying to move people out of the city is easier said than done.
Well,
Why?
disappeared easily enough. Whole city is empty.
Not everyone is
casual-
gone.
How much more casualties would you be able to find on the road compared to this?
A lot more.
Or would you
Mm.
know?
We managed.
We've been 5 people traveling here, 6 people. And we haven't lost anyone yet. Kinda.
Well,
Kinda.
we
We're
don't
also not
have the
native
means to
to the-
protect us.
I mean, surely.
Yes, we have a few hunters in town, but that's it.
But you got the numbers.
What are numbers when a pack of werewolves attack?
What are they gonna do? You have long sticks. Do you know how wars? I mean, maybe you don't, but where we are from, wars are being fought primarily when it comes to numbers with long sticks. Long sticks are very, very effective because you have more reach than the other person. Even a werewolf can't do anything against 10 sticks poking them at the same time.
Well, when you have found out, you'll be back.
When we found out, we'll
Does Asin have any form of regent here that rules in her stead, and that makes sure, like, how do people get taken? She has to have people that come down to take people.
They disappear in the night.
Uh-huh.
And the next day, statues appear.
So, wait, the statues appear. What? Do the statues look like dead people?
No, they all look alike.
They all look the same.
It's
What do they look like?
often like women.
Wait, you can't say often if they all look alike. They all either
They-
look alike or they don't.
They change forms. It depends if Arsene wants to have, well, a certain form outside or not. It is strange. It's impossible. It should be impossible, but
So she turns people into stone.
do not know.
Okay, she replaces people in their homes with stone statues.
From the looks of it, yes.
Okay. You're a man of your deity.
Yes,
Have
I
you
am.
tried praying upon that?
Every single day, boy.
Did you ever get an answer?
Never.
We tried finding a person that's more suitable for your job.
There's no one suitable.
As far as I know, where I'm from, there's clerics and religious people that do get answers from their deities. And even furthermore, that can turn people that are in stone back to flesh. Are you sure you did, like, and to make things even worse, even good at leading people from one place to another when their people are within danger? I understand you're
Sounds like a
old,
dream.
but well, it's them that makes the difference. Over here, it's you. Maybe
That's
ponder
it.
upon that. Huh. And maybe talk a bit more intently to your god. How about that?
Well, the amounts I have tried.
Maybe try harder. But where's the local inn here?
It's around the corner. The one disheveled building.
I hand him a silver coin and go like, here, look. It's a tenth of a silver dagger.
I can't have this.
I'll leave.
He looks in complete terror to the hand in which he has the coin.
Well, I wouldn't see it.
No,
I turn my back and run. Like,
the
go.
others would.
You okay?
No, Asim will find out. Please, take it.
Find out you have
I
Coin?
pluck the coin out of his hand.
Thank you.
Why would she care?
She always cares
About you having a coin?
about me meddling.
But you're safe in here.
How are you meddling? I just
I
telling
do
us
not
some things.
live in this place.
Why wouldn't you if it's the only safe place? And why isn't everybody living in here if it's the only bloody safe place?
Does this look like a place to live in? And so he points
I mean-
around to where you now can see some of the cockroaches running around.
Have you seen the entire city?
At least it has walls.
Yeah. Jesus.
The building isn't owned by anyone.
Okay.
All right.
I
Thank
think
you
he
for
might
your
just
help.
be really old. We should just leave.
Yeah.
Seems old and confused.
He's old both. He
She's
can't do
really scared of
anything.
coins and
He's
stuff, and
just so
doesn't
scared.
understand that people. Just let's just go.
All right.
As you walk outside, you are met
Ah.
with the
Yeah.
rolling thunder.
Ooh.
As a flash of lightning strikes the castle.
Here's cows again.
Oh no, not always.
How? Okay.
Yes.
Do we know of anything that is out of character that would turn people to stone?
We do.
There is a children's story and legend about a woman who got cursed and turned into this creature with snake-like hair. When gazed
Mhm.
upon, would turn you into stone.
Asusa? Asina? What was her name?
The legend says Medusa.
Uh-huh.
I've heard of a children's fairy story that would explain what's going on here, but I don't. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
a
so
story.
have I.
Yeah.
Do we know anything
What
more
is the
about that
story?
story? How does the story resolve?
Well, you have to not look directly at her. You have to look in
Are you
reflections.
proficient with history?
She's half proficient at the minimum.
I'm proficient at fucking everything.
I'm proficient
This
in history.
goes into
half
deep
proficient, yeah.
history.
I'm proficient in history. What do I
I'm
know
also
about it?
proficient
Oh,
in history.
serious,
Roll
this is the story,
history,
and I'll tell
please.
him and see. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I give him advantage because I've told him?
Yes.
Okay, and
You're
Kai's
helping
helping because he also
Yeah,
knows.
it's like an
history.
in check, so there's no way you botched that one, right?
Depends on
We'll
him.
find out with advantage.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know the story of Medusa
Hmm.
cursed by one of the gods.
wait. I need to do another roll actually because I did that was a clean intelligence check instead of a history check. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's plus
Oh yeah, just do that instead. It's plus
Yeah.
another
plus
three,
three,
what is
yeah.
it?
So
Yeah,
So
so
18.
18?
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
That gives you a little bit more information. The story begins in a different realm where a woman got harassed and eventually turned to one of the gods in order to be, well, helped in smiting the person that would harass that woman.
Mhm.
Though the goddess she was praying to was in love with the person that was harassing the woman.
Okay.
And in praying to that one goddess, she, instead of being blessed and helped, she got cursed that no person would ever lay eyes upon her. In doing so, and in doing that curse, the goddess did not hold back and cursed multiple women across different realms and different planes of existence, creating a bunch of snake-haired women that were later known as Medusas.
Mm.
We know how to defeat one. With that
Cutting
history check.
off the head by decapitation, a Medusa would lose the powers to turn a person who gazes upon her into stone.
But we don't know of any tale of like a person that has done so.
There's no tales that you can recall.
There's a guy called Perseus. Maybe not in this round.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
A person called Hercules as well.
Yeah, there's
Mhm.
multiple people that actually have killed a Medusa in Greek history or Greek mythology.
So if
Well-
I cast blindness on us all before we go in, then she can't do it to us.
We'd also be fighting her blind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Good point. Good point.
Wait, does it say like stare upon her or like overall? Or can we like look at her feet?
She needs to look at. No.
All right, OnlyFans.
Yeah.
What?
It would be staring upon the Medusa herself. So any part of the Medusa.
Staring
Even
upon
her
her. Okay.
shadow, her reflection.
That you do not know.
Mm.
I wonder if you look at them through something, if it also affects you.
And what if you like wear glasses?
Hmm. Looking directly at them, are you?
This is not a basilisk from Harry Potter.
Well, that's the only thing I have to compare it to. So
Look, it's the same sort of principle as looking at a
Yeah.
reflection.
exactly. Look at it through the puddle of a dead cat. I mean,
Yeah.
why
Well,
not?
Mhm.
I reach into my bag of holding and pull out a handheld mirror that I've acquired at some point back in time
You
for
actually have that.
entirely different
Nice,
reasons.
nice, yeah.
We have
Hmm.
this.
Thank goodness it didn't smash when you fell out when we had to get you out of the bag of holding.
Yeah. Thank goodness that hadn't
Mm.
happened. Yeah.
I'm heading to the inn.
The mirror is actually just a piece of silver that reflects.
Oh.
That's still a mirror. That's what all mirrors are.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you
Well-
go towards the inn, Kaim, you can see from the outside that it is a nasty, disturbing, and unwelcoming building, as softwood
Yay.
and marble details make up most of the building's outer structure. The windows, however, are dusty and filled with cobwebs, and a lack of life from within can be felt outside. As I forgot to put you on this map.
Oh,
I don't own any tokens.
He's popping us in. It's all good.
Okay.
There you go.
No.
As you enter the tavern through the dirty metal door, you're welcomed by a tingling of the doorbell and a horrific scent. The bartender
Mm.
is rubbing a glass with a cloth, though it's not getting any cleaner, and it makes no effort to acknowledge your presence. It's as somber inside as it is on the outside. Rounded stone beams support the upper floor, and broken fence attached to them. The walls are decorated with mounted animal heads, mostly are small animals or wolves' heads, though most have become worn and broken, giving the place a creepier feel. The tavern itself is almost completely abandoned, as you can see a few of the customers inside. They don't really look up as you enter, and you slightly begin to fear for your own safety within, as some of them look to be armed.
I walk in the back of the thingy. Sit down on the table.
All right. As you sit on the back of the table, no one's really paying attention to you.
We've never felt fearful before when we saw someone being armed. Rather armed.
Yeah, everyone's armed.
Yeah. It's like like armed to the teeth and like very
These
very
are all carrying long swords, short swords, and bows.
at the same time.
Yes.
It's not like an overkill. Jeez.
Literally.
Do you look like really threatening, or
The one that looks least threatening is probably the red-haired man to the counter of the bar. Though two young girls seated at a table close to the door. They don't look imposing. They have no idea if they have hidden something or are even close to trying to show that they are armed.
Is everyone at the table or like?
Yes, I'll join at the table, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll sit down.
I think one of the things that we can definitely agree upon is that once we get to meeting whoever rules this realm or the city, we will try to avert our eyes from them. And all this might be hard since we get to strike at them with like a disadvantage, but it should be very imperative. Because we don't know if we have a way of dealing with anything like that once it happens.
Yeah.
Secondly, we're all refreshed right now, right? Well, what's the time of the day? Is it like actually 1:30 or like?
Yeah, it's actually past noon.
It seems like that a lot of things that live here tend to have an advantage during the night or the day. If we were to try something ever, I think we should do it like as close to sunrise as possible, so that we get like the full sun for the longest time.
Makes sense to me.
I kind of hope that a friend would be here for more information. It seemed like it.
Where did Elijah say he was going at the end of the last session? I thought he said the inn.
He was going to the inn, but seeming that you actually went to the cathedral first, he might have left already.
Should we ask for a drink from the bartender, and maybe ask if they've seen him?
And do.
I think.
We'll go up to the bar.
All right.
Hello. Are you serving?
A middle-aged man turns around as the bartender, as he's still cleaning the same glass. You can see blackened hair in somewhat a wild form, with streaks of grey going through it and a scruffy beard. His irises are fully black and almost gleaming. As he turns around, yes, can I help you?
What? Can me and my friends have some drinks? What would you recommend?
I have wine and ale.
Okay. Ale, please. 4 of them.
4 ales coming up.
Thank you.
You're new in town, are you not?
Yeah. Yes, we are. We were supposed to meet a man called Elijah here. Do you know where he went?
Who?
He's called Elijah.
And then I'll describe what he looks like.
A dapper young man, asking
Yeah.
if he could come in. Peculiar lad. He left about half an hour ago.
You know where he went?
I haven't a clue.
Okay.
As you are
He asked-
talking to
Half
this
an hour in the
person.
cathedral.
Apparently. Well, you talk to that old man a lot.
He was going round in circles. Burman
Yeah.
was, it's,
His old
it's-
bones. He
yeah.
can't, have a
Mm.
conversation.
Alright. Thank you.
No problem. As he turns back around to the red-haired man cleaning the glass.
And I
Doesn't
like,
seem to make any moves to get you your drinks.
okay. Can I like walk away a bit, but I'm like listening to what they're saying?
Yeah, certainly. Could you give me a perception check?
Sure can. By the way, that looks exactly like Rahul Kohli. I don't know if that's what you were going for, but
Who?
the bartender. Looks like Rahul Kohli is an actor. Never mind you. Oh, it's not what you were going for.
No clue.
Okay. Hmm.
You hear most of the conversation. They are talking about the hunt the red-haired man went on. Apparently, the population of wolves has been daring to get close to the city again. Either something is pushing them towards the city, or drawing them in.
Just wolves or any kind of were things?
Just wolves, from what you hear.
Just wolves. I'll go back to the counter. Oh, I forgot to pay. Sorry, how much do I owe you?
First round's on the house.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, that's very kind.
As he turns around to, you can see this woman with white hair, black streaks going through it. Same black irises as the bartender. As he turns around, Leanne, darling, you get 4 ills. As she nods, certainly, my dear. As she's pouring the ills, I'll be right with you.
Thank you. Is that your wife? She's lovely.
Aye, Leanne is.
I'm Valeria. And these are my friends. What's your name?
I am Tobias Martikov.
Tobias, nice to meet you.
I give a nod to the red-headed man.
He gives a nod back.
Okay.
He's arched forward, but you notice that if he would stand up completely upright, he would tower about 6 foot at least. And he's completely scrawny.
Okay.
I couldn't help but overhear about the wolves. That seems like a really horrible situation to be in.
Yeah, it is. As the red-haired man answers.
I saw that there was a lot of scratch marks on the building, so we wondered what that was.
Ah, werewolves.
Werewolves, but not normal wolves.
Nah. Normal wolves leave smaller claw marks. Werewolves are the big ones. They'll scratch right through.
And what exactly are werewolves? Because they're not where we're from.
They are people who turn into wolves.
Every night, or
I actually haven't seen them turn.
oh,
You can recognize them because they walk like a man.
oh. Do you kill them?
Trying to doesn't work.
What if
Usually
you
we just
killed
wait it
one
out.
and it was your friend.
Do I look like I have any silver on me?
Is that a trick question?
It is.
What do you mean about the silver?
I have heard only silver kills a werewolf.
Oh. What do you think is leading them to the town?
How about Kettle?
How about Kettle?
Us! People to eat.
I see.
Castle.
As
I
he
never realised
just...
what you said. I thought you were like kettle, and I was like, yes, of course.
That's
Kettle.
he.
Tell me more about kettle. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry for taking up the time.
As you had a conversation with that man.
Yeah, if you call it that. Yep. Sure. Head back to the table, and I'll tell them everything I learned.
So the ales are coming and they're free, although I don't know how good they'll be. Well,
Very interesting place here.
yeah,
You said the guy was a hunter.
that's what he said.
Mhm.
Hunter of wolves. At least we know if we take down our scene. She's a Medusa, so it would be good. It would be a good thing.
If she's a Medusa.
Well,
Yeah.
the town is full of statues.
It's very interesting though, because the people that are here right now, they don't seem to be like undefended as the old geezer, the chapel seemed to suggest.
I think he's just alone in the church, is what he meant. The other people are hunters, but they're younger.
Some be even more incompetent, I guess.
You
I'm
have
gonna be right
something
back.
against elderly people. Okay, bye.
No, I've something against incompetent people
All right.
in positions of power. That is. Yeah, I stand up and I walk over to the two packing young ladies with the swords and everything.
They don't give you any attention.
I don't care. I'm walking up to them. They're sitting at a table, right? There's
Mhm.
like 2 more chairs there.
And as they notice you coming closer, they stop their conversation.
I give them like a slight bow. Good day. Like nod with the head, I guess, more than a bow. Good day. The name is Adaro. I'm not from here. You probably can't tell. Just curious to a degree. I've been told that people here are getting mauled by a lot of different creatures that attack the town. And yet no one has really come to build a wall or anything else like that. They can't move because they're not able to defend themselves. Yet you two, same as the guy over at the bar, seem to be capable so. What's the deal beyond that?
The young woman with the red hair turns to you. That guy over there, it's me father. Little bit of respect, please.
I don't see why I haven't shown him any respect. It's that he seems to be one of the only people, including the two of you, that is able to defend themselves. Given that he's a hunter, makes sense. Makes me also wonder what kind of hunter uses a longbow, short sword, and a long sword. Isn't most game that you hunt reckoned down with the bow only?
For a short man with some strange things on your shoulder, you wonder a lot.
What?
I don't see why I'm short. I'm also 6'1" or something. But, and I guess you could call me a hunter as well of the sorts. I'm pulling out one of the griffin feathers that I have. They're recognizable as like feathers from like a huge creature, right?
They're recognizable to be like feathers of an eagle. That's what you're going for?
I thought like griffin feathers would be like impressive to a degree.
No, a griffin is half eagle, half lion, if I recall.
Yeah, but they're huge, no?
They're large.
Okay. They're larger than an eagle, and
A
usually
giant
bigger.
eagle is pretty common.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so isn't like the bigger the animal that flies, the bigger the feathers as well? Usually. I thought like the griffin feather would be like a massive thing
No.
compared to like a normal feather. You would see like it was a bigger creature than like normal like.
Oh, you can see it's
Large.
a larger creature. But it's not
Okay,
as
I'm-
impressive to her.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm pulling out some of the dragon claws instead.
Oh, that
Do I
would have
still
been a
have
good
any of
place to
those?
start. Yeah.
Wait, I don't. Wait, no mind. I don't think I have them.
This feather.
Okay, I'm pulling out the horn of the dragon, horn of Aerosmere. Like saying, like I've done my fair share of hunting and I put it back.
The blonde woman leans forward. Look, if you're trying to impress her, it's not going to work. Best bugger off, pal.
I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm trying to gain information. I don't know if I made this clear or not by asking a question. You're the ones trying to be like, oh, look at us, we're all high and mighty. I'm just out here asking a question. I'm sorry if you don't want to answer anything. You can say so. Whatever. Hope you have a good day. Hope you enjoy the ale. I'll leave. He smells. Yeah, I go back to the table. Seems like those two are also the hunters, which explains part of the weaponry. The folk in the back that we see, they don't have any weapons on them, do they?
No, not from what you can see.
Okay,
Also, could you give me a wisdom saving throw?
sure. Really good at those.
Yeah, you are.
As
Zero.
you walk back towards the group, you suddenly feel your legs are not moving. As you try to move forwards, your whole body stops. The rest of you can hear the girls giggling at the table. Apparently, Ardero is under a spell.
Okay, so we look
I
over, we
w-
hear
I'm
them
d-
giggling, and Darrow's not moving. Is that what we see?
Yes.
I would
Okay.
use my Arcana that I have to discern what's happening. Proficiency in Arcana.
Mm-hmm. You are held by a hold person spell.
And I did not hear them casting anything.
From what you could hear, nope.
Do I know if that counts as being paralyzed?
Well, yes.
The hold person spell does count as being paralyzed.
It's like your thing that you have as well, right?
Mhm.
I assume it's concentration, right? You said I know about the spell,
Hmm.
right? Would I know that a person that, like, I don't know, like, gets surprised by whatever that is might get surprised enough to, like, not hold that concentration anymore?
Ooh, difficult one. I would say if it actually surprises them and throws them off, then yes.
Do
He
you still
is-
speak under hold
That's what I was
person,
gonna
or you
say.
Nope.
lock?
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
No, I cannot. Don't worry.
Okay.
Do we
Guess.
see this happen?
Yeah, kind of looking over.
Alright.
I'm going.
I'm
Or
Well,
Darrow? You
I'm
all right?
I can't speak, but I'm casting.
You can't.
I am subtle spell.
Nope, you can't. You can't take actions or reactions. It is part of being paralyzed.
You're held. Whole person paralyzed.
It is part of the first line. A paralyzed creature is incapacitated. Incapacitated means you
Oh,
can't take
okay.
actions or reactions.
I see.
How long? Do I know how long it lasts for?
Well, a minute then.
It lasts for a minute.
Okay.
Well, I can't do anything. Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Again,
I mean, wait, but like, how does it work? Because, like, if I'm like, this, okay, never mind. We talked about this one. Because in theory, like, if I'm casting something subtle, it's like all in my mind. Like, it doesn't stop me from thinking. No.
You can't take an action or reaction.
Okay.
It specifies in the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the
imagine if you can
conditions.
think.
Can I take
You
a
can't.
bonus action?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Counts as an action. It's part of the action economy.
Okay.
Or Darrow
So I
walks
literally
down.
cannot do
You
anything.
cannot do anything.
But my 16 wasn't enough.
Yes.
Okay.
I look over at the women.
Yeah, I'm looking and I'm going. I'm seeing him having turned, and then suddenly stop. That's what I'm sort of seeing, and then they're laughing. And I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, Darrow, you all right, Darrow?
Why did you do this to him?
That's not. Yeah, what have you done to him?
You have no clue who the caster is. You couldn't see.
We assume it's the two women in the corner that he was talking to.
And
Yeah.
laughing.
Uh huh. I think I'm gonna walk over. Hope that
Okay.
Valeria follows because she's the only one that can fix it. I'm
Mhm.
going to do it looking all determined anyway.
I mean,
As you
Hello,
walk
Chris.
over, Adara, you feel that you can move again.
Yeah.
I knew it only lasted a minute, so there was no point using a spell. Are you okay?
Sure. I jump back to Laze again, pretend I'm having a hat. I'm saying like, careful who you fuck with, and I sit back.
I'll.
You see now that the entirety of the bar, the tavern, has turned to eye you.
I don't think so.
Should we quickly drink and go?
I don't see a reason to why so. Wouldn't that have provoked like Kaim's counterspell?
No, right. So.
Have the ales come to the table yet?
Yes, and they have been handed out by the lovely Leanne.
Have a sip.
It's dreadful.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst ale that you've ever had. It's almost watered down piss.
Hmm.
Actually, when she's handing it out to us, I would like to ask her a question.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, go first.
I said I sniff it, and then I pass it over to Edgar or Ardero because straight edge.
Sorry if you mind me asking. Apparently, it's like a deal. What is it with spells in the city or like overall here?
What do you mean?
I'm just wondering if one is allowed to do what they like when it comes to magic.
Well, magic should be workable. I mean,
No, I mean like in the sense of like a social construct, and if one is getting frowned upon if they just cast openly, like spells openly.
it depends on who you target.
Does that matter?
Well, yes, if it is one of ours, then yeah, we would come in action.
What does it mean, one of ours?
One of the family.
But what kind of family?
Our family.
You and your husband, the barkeep, or?
Well, yes. Anyone who we regard as family.
So, okay, I was just wondering what the law is and whatever. Well,
You see a constable?
But there's laws in places where there isn't people that enforce them. Laws are just there to make society work in its utmost definition.
She giggles.
Thank you for the ale.
Pleasure is mine.
Yes.
I was thinking
Curiosity. You
presentation on it.
Yes,
Okay.
please do that for one thing.
Yeah, tastes good now. There you go, Kaim. It should be better now.
I don't drink, so whoever
Right.
wants it can have it.
That happened. I guess I'm asking as well. Do you know, just out of curiosity, haven't been any Vistani passing through the city of late, have there?
No, we Mardikovs should know.
We should know.
We, the Mardikovs, should know if there's a Vistani nearby.
Why is that?
Well, who else is getting their supplies from anyone?
Let's see. Not recently, then. Okay.
No, we are still waiting. Hence the dreadful ill.
No. Dreadful.
Honey, it is. You are better off taking the wine.
Well, how much is a glass of wine?
5 gold pieces. It is top quality wine.
I'll take one, and I give her 5 gold.
All right. As she runs back,
Like a gold piece, like month wage or whatever.
So when
like
I said,
upwards.
what would you recommend here? And they said either the wine or ale. And then they gave us piss ale. And they're like, oh, now the wine is 5 gold. The ale was on the house. I see what this fucking is. This is all a scam. It's all a ruse and I'm furious. Anyway.
Well, I made the
correct.
ale taste good, so don't worry about it.
As she comes back, the ale you requested. It is a beautiful red wine. Sorry, the wine you requested. It is a beautiful red wine from the Wizards of Wines over in Barovia. They have their own vineyard. It is quite lovely. You'll find any fruity flavors within it. Please enjoy.
Thank you. I take a little sip.
The first thing that you notice is it is fruity. Like there's flavors of blueberry, raspberry, as well as the grapes that were used for this wine that just blend into one taste. As it, as you swallow it, you feel a almost burning sensation. Yet there's some really nice, almost cinnamon-like taste to it.
Tastes good, and I just keep on taking little sips.
All right.
So what's our plan then?
Well, you want to get out this inn?
Don't really mind the inn. I'm just wondering what our overall plan is. Like next, we try and go to the keep and try and see what that's about, or we try to find our assumed friend and try and deal with the Nosferatu.
We try
He's
and
probably-
see if we can just track Elijah from here. Footsteps in the rain, in the mud.
I mean, Valeria, can't you detect creatures?
I can detect some beings, but I think it's only a 30-foot radius.
Hmm.
Yeah, small radius.
Well, he's probably off doing what he's here in town to do, just to deal with Nosferatu. Likely where he is if he's not at the inn. I mean, where else would you be in this city?
Okay.
Well, you do remember what he is.
I do. But it's not very bright here.
Yeah, minus the one single light beam.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not in the church.
Not in the church.
That we know.
If I open the door and just look out, can I see, considering you said it was like thunderstorming, any footprints in the mud?
There's a few footprints out in the mud. But from what you can see, none really stand out.
Is Edgar here?
Yes, he would be.
Edgar is outside minding his own business. Yes.
Edgar, come over here.
Be a good boy. Go search.
Go on.
Hmm?
Go.
Oh,
Can you
yes.
see if any of these footsteps are Elijah's?
As he will try and look.
Almost good.
Honestly, I do not know.
Okay. Thanks for your help. Go back to doing whatever you were doing then, I guess.
Traveled with him for like a few days. How can you not tell?
Edgar, why are you out there?
We're
Just
inside having
It's raining,
fun.
Edgar.
And you
You're
see
happy out here
Edgar
then.
making arrows.
In the rain,
Oh.
you're gonna get all soggy.
Yeah.
Okay, Harold.
Some more wet soggy arrows. Alright.
Well, it was
okay.
making arrows or reading his book. I suppose that's not useful.
I go out, I grab him by the scruff and I drag him
Oh.
in. So he's not
Oh.
wet.
Okay, what do you think we should do, Ardero? We vote? I don't know.
I mean, we have a few options. We can either try and go through with the plan of undermining whatever Margaret is doing here. Step one of that would be to try and deal with a local leader here. If we do so, might probably be best to check out the keep. But we also would have to keep in mind that people go missing here during the nights, and that we're in a very hostile environment. I don't want to provoke any more than only I already did, but I went over to these ladies to ask them a question about what the occupation is, and they cast a spell at me. Highly unreasonable. I guess they're lucky I'm got a good day today.
What do you mean, what their occupation is?
Well, I was trying to make conversation, and I mean, technically I complimented them given that they're carrying like mighty swords and shit. I was just wondering what they're doing with the swords. I don't know. So yeah, that's a thing. The other option would be to try and track down a guy that's hunting vampires in order to
Elijah.
hunt a Nosferatu. Yeah, Elijah. I don't see the ends to that. Like, would he help us with with Margaret, or like the next steps upon that, or like what's the idea of that?
I thought we just wanted more information, but I suppose we got it from the church and the bartender now, so.
I mean, in theory, I would assume that Nosferatu, given like what the bloke in the church said, is a bad thing, and that getting rid of it, in theory, would be a good thing. But then again, do we care enough?
Elijah seems to be somewhat of the sort that believes in having mutual friendships amongst people he comes across. So if we help him, he is obligated to help us.
Well, that's what you assume, based on your principle of morals, and
that's what he said to me.
Well, yes. That doesn't take a genius to say stuff like that to you, make you trust them.
He has said many things that have opened my eyes in the past couple of days. And that being said, there has been some words that have encouraged me to want to seek him out and help him with this Nosferatu.
We were entirely lost here. Without any good plan going forwards. You talk about taking out the local leader and get ourselves killed trying to do that. So we have a friend in town. Probably
not here to settle.
We're not here to settle.
Yeah.
No, but I'm
like
saying
usually
we don't know what to do. We have no good plan. We're just here.
Yeah, but helping.
We can march up to the keep right now, knock on the door, and say, "Hey, we're here to kill you."
Helping Elijah doesn't provide us with a better plan. It just prolongs the decision that we have to make.
But he does have information about this place, about this realm.
He got us here in 2 days as well. Not in 5.
Yeah, sure, fair enough. I mean, we can try and find him. And again, we have 0 leads to where he might have went. We have no way of tracking him down, and the city is mighty big. So how would we do that? I'm not one to track down people. We have 2 other people currently sitting in the rain that are proficient in that.
No, I dragged Edgar in here.
Yeah, he's inside, it's fine.
Well, the other one is sitting in the rain. That is also good at tracking on people.
Yeah.
I I don't mind helping Elijah. Seems like killing a Nosferatu is a beneficiary thing for people here and potentially for us, so there's no harm in doing that. But we once again also don't know exactly how powerful a Nosferatu is. Like we might as well just be setting up like our death warrant or like a, I don't know, death wish. And if I were to do on a suicide commando, I'd rather try and fuck with Margaret than like some random Nosferatu.
You're forgetting that Elijah's taking this creature on solo.
That does not mean that, I mean, yes, he's alive and they seem to be alive. That doesn't mean that we, once we are there, wouldn't be casualties. Civilians in a battle of war, even if the two armies are like equally powerful, might they nonetheless? We don't know how well we fare in a fight like that. We don't have enough information upon that. Just saying we shouldn't like make
For
decisions like that.
once, this isn't a war, so
The war was a metaphor. I'm sorry. I can word it differently if you'd like.
no,
Yeah.
because I don't care about how you say it or how you come about saying whatever you want to say. The experience that we would probably gain killing something that potentially we would have someone there that would be able to strike it down easily. But just knowing how to deal with just one creature.
Strike down easily is a very bold assumption, given that both of them are alive. And he hasn't done it alone. There's a reason why he asked us. He can't do it on himself.
Well, he didn't ask us to join him.
Okay, I guess not.
He only asked us to, we only asked us to keep company.
Well, how would we find them then?
Well, because it's the day and it's overcast, I assume he was probably just trying to lay low, trying to gather as much information about this creature as possible.
That doesn't get us closer to finding him. Do we have a way of finding him? It's a huge city, as far as we can tell. Do we have a way of doing so?
I mean, we can shout.
Does anyone have any magical ways of doing so?
Me.
I don't. Does anyone have any magical ways of finding a person, given the circumstances?
Did you say you can?
Yeah, I can shout for him.
Oh, that's
I can
Okay.
also shout from. That's not a magical word.
Then
How big is the town in feet?
It's about. I've measured it. It's 6,250 feet by 5,750 feet, roughly.
What about my okay person?
so. If we split it
Lucky
into 60
person
feet squares,
would,
we just need to walk
I
through them.
believe, encompass a mile. If I'm correct.
Yeah. Will any of those translate to another? Is
I know.
it enough or not?
1 mile in feet. Well, he wouldn't be far from here though. 5,280 foot to a mile. He wouldn't be
Okay.
wildly. He wouldn't have gone far from here either, though. Yet he's only
Wait,
been away for half
I mean,
an hour.
we are
Which
within the
spell
middle
are
of
you
it,
looking
right?
at, Helen?
I'm not. I was just off the top of my head thinking about what general spells are, but I do have locate object.
Yes.
Well, you know,
okay.
you know objects that he's carrying, right?
I think about his blue scarf. We all know how blue that blue scarf was. So blue.
Mm-hmm.
But he also has some specialty with him.
Please may I cast locate object on Elijah's scarf?
Yes. And
Please.
Can't
a
locate
thousand
object.
within 1,000 feet of you.
Okay.
However, you do get a faint blip.
Mm.
Oh, let's go there then.
Beep,
How long
beep.
does it last?
10 minutes?
10
maybe?
minutes.
How often can you
I
cast
make a
this?
beeline and walk fast. I'm dashing. Walking like a Londoner.
Yay.
Big strides. Big old strides.
Right. As you walk outside
When-
of the tavern,
Yeah, I would like to like be slightly intimidating while walking out. You know,
Please act
I-
that out.
I'm giving them
Ooh.
like the deadest of stares.
I can't wait.
Like really stare. I would like also like remind that I have like a proficiency intimidation. I'm like +7 to that.
You have what?
I'm very, very, very intimidating.
Have you ever
Very-
used this ever?
No, can I use it,
Only on
please?
some women that laughed at him, Gus. That's the only time.
No, it's not about the laughing. It's about the spell.
Okay.
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 you sense a blip coming from the castle ruins.
Ah,
It's like very close to us, right?
No, it's on
Within a
li-
1,000 feet.
within 1,000 feet.
No, I mean like the castle ruins. Aren't they like in the middle where we are?
yeah.
They are about 600 to
feet away.
500 feet away from you.
Well, let's go there quickly then. So he's
Beep,
very
beep.
close.
Yep. I need a human GPS right now. Beep, beep.
We can do like we can do what is it? 660 feet in 10 seconds. We should be there within like half a
Easily.
minute, no?
Easily.
Yeah.
You walk up to the castle ruins as you are met by the staircase leading up the hill. The walls that are facing towards you are crumbled in, and only the towers with the gate are standing tall still. The rubble around it is making it look unattended for quite a few centuries now. As you can see, vines and moss grow over them. As you
What? Do we have a way in?
get through the gate,
Just walk around the
like
gate,
the
surely.
portcullis has been raised.
Oh, okay.
Come, let's go.
There we go.
As you enter the courtyard, the inner grounds of the castle walls, Valeria, the blip you feel is slightly to your left, towards what seems to be the only building left standing.
Of course, it's in the bloody keep.
It is
Keep, keep.
indeed in the keep in which the vines are growing.
Well,
Let's go.
Let's go and make sure to keep your eyes low.
No, give me. Hang on. This is the keep. Where? What's her name? Arsene? Right?
Yes, and potentially what we might consider as close of an ally as we can find here. If he's in there without dying, then maybe we can be in there without dying. We have to be under the assumption that we, as a group of people, can deal with that. Otherwise, what's the point of being here? Do you want to? Okay, serious. Serious. I'm looking like dead in the eyes. Serious.
Using his intimidation on me.
Okay, yeah. What's your goal with the rest of your life? Is it spending it here? Can it
No,
be fulfilled
Getting
spending
out
it
of
here?
here. No,
Okay.
it cannot.
Okay. Do you want to stay here then?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Then
What
why are you
options?
complaining?
What options do we have then
Well, we
to
have none.
obtain? Yeah, exactly. Yes, we might die, but at least we die trying to fulfill whatever it is that you want to do, or what I want to do, or whatever. I'd rather take action and suffer the consequences than not take action in fear of the consequences.
Go on then. Lead ahead. To the deadly unknown.
Valeria, you need this. I know you don't to me, but like you're the one that knows where he is.
Beep, 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 beep,
It's
beep, 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 beep.
like a metal
I'm heading
detector.
to him. Yeah.
Fucking sonar at this point.
Hmm.
As you walk
You have
up
arrived at your destination.
towards your destination,
Mhm.
you see this keep is a square building made out of stone that, well, has been used for building quite some ages ago. As you can see moss and vines growing on the sides of it. Here and there you can see some roots like burrowing through some of the cracks within. Around it you can see windows, as a bit of light is shining outside of it, or coming from inside, shining out. As you are standing close to the door, that's where we're going to take our break.
Lovely. Good time.
Thank you. We will be taking a short break of 15 minutes. Then we'll be back and see what our heroes intend to do. Hopefully we will have a Matty. And if not,
Seems like it.
We
we
will
will
extend the
carry
break until Matty has finished his pub quiz.
Yeah, Matty has a pub quiz until
He is
9
Special little. Okay.
their
fine.
time, so
Alright.
Give me a
That's
sec.
It's
still-
enough time to
Second
wipe
Matty.
without him.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Matty, you're not gonna win anyway. Just come in. It's fine.
However, we will be back in a bit.
So, everyone else.
Welcome back, as we now have a Matty again.
Howdy.
Whoop whoop.
Matty,
I'm
your
hearing
cam is,
double because Twitch
however,
Yeah.
laggy.
laggy.
Mhm.
Not on my end.
Oh,
No,
it is in
Not on
OBS.
my end.
Give me a
It's
sec.
laggy for me as
S-
well.
Okay, now it's
Oh,
slightly
yeah,
like
now
that's
it's
weird.
lagging,
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I'm here in spirit.
Not this
Not
again.
again.
I thought you'd
again.
move.
Matty, I need to see your face for this.
Oh god. Okay. Wait. Give me a sec. Discord. I need to keep open. Of course. Okay. I've
Yeah.
got the main shits open.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
As
Better.
we left it, you managed to blip Elijah close, or at least around the keep. As currently the blip seems to be coming from the overgrown with vines keep of our scene. This disheveled building has windows to the sides, as a ray of light can be seen shining through. Here and there you can see vines, moss, and other other foliage growing out, occasionally a root or two. As you are standing to a closed door, you are yet to decide what you are going to do.
Well, I suppose we go inside, but not me first.
Not you first. Why not?
I look at him, disappointingly shake my head, and don't give a comment.
I turn to Edgar and I say, "Have you got my back?"
Oh, no, we all got your back. It's not about that.
Yeah, but you're
Okay.
gonna come in last.
I don't
I
need to come in
assume-
last. I just don't want to go in first.
I
I'm
see
useless in
Edgar
the front
stops
line.
frothing at the mouth. Turn
What?
to Kime. Well, this is how I dealt with AFK players when I was a DM.
Oh no,
it's just
you've been there.
Yeah.
I'll always have your back.
Right, okay. Adero, you're last. I open the door.
That's how it works.
As you open the door, you can see a glowing orb going in between branches of trees growing within this keep. As a ray of almost sun-like light features hits you. As you can see through, you can see statues left and right, as well as different kinds of plants, flowers and foliage, as roots are growing into the ground and out of them, strewing about. It feels almost as if it's a garden house.
But the ping came from in there.
The ping came from within the keep.
Isn't it like do we know more? Like do we know if it's yeah.
I speak to Edgar. Keep your head down, and I keep my head down. I summon
The
my
blade.
blade,
Mhm.
and then I walk in.
All right. You step inside, and the warmth of the glowing orb fills you as the rays of what seem to be sunlight touch your skin.
Valeria, does your spell tell you where he is?
Does my spell tell me where he is?
There's a blip coming from what seems to be the top parts of the keep.
There's a blip coming from the top parts of the keep.
It's like the building we're standing in front of, like the keep.
Yes.
Okay, so we would have to like go through different floors. Oh yay, a dungeon crawl.
Yay.
As you step inside, Kaim, you notice that the roof, or at least the ceiling of this floor, is about 15 foot in height. Though through the foliage and the tree canopy, it looks almost bigger.
That's cute. Well, let's go in, folks. You need to follow the map.
Yeah, I thought Edgar had my back.
He's not. He's still sitting outside.
Imagine.
Fletching more arrows.
In the sense of having your back, I'm keeping well far away from all the danger that's going on.
Flanking, a little flanking.
As you can't move through there. That's passed off. You can see through it, but the roots are literally overgrowing into each other.
Okay.
Oh, so it's like a maze kind of thingy as well.
Yes. As you pass through, you have the sense of being watched, yet you have no clue where from. And as you look around, you can see there's multiple statues strewn around, each portraying a woman with outstretched wings.
Keep your head down.
Yes.
Blink.
I take out the mirror
Mhm.
and look through the mirror.
As you look through the mirror, walking relatively safely and slow through the foliage, you had a feeling you're being noticed by the statues.
Oh,
How often does your character blink?
I knew it.
what?
How,
Oh,
how often
no.
does your
I don't-
character blink?
Like a con something.
I don't know. I wouldn't look at the statues though.
Okay.
Yeah,
If-
Point, unfortunately.
yeah, I figured that, but
Point.
like I never said I tried to look at the statues, but
No,
okay,
no,
yeah,
that's
That's
yeah, it's-
worse.
As
That's
you
worse.
hear the movement of stone on stone,
I will immediately look in the direction of where that movement is happening.
as you look into the direction right around here, you notice that the face has been revealed of the statue. A female figure looks out as you see almost tear-like streams engraved within the face as you are looking at one of the statues.
And movement stopped when I looked over, I imagine.
Didn't seem to move.
But I heard the movement before I looked.
Yes.
Yes. And then I looked and there was no movement.
Yes.
Guys, I think we might be going about this wrong in a very dangerous way.
Be more specific, please. If
I
time is
think we definitely don't take your eyes off the statues. The
Or
opposite
keep
of
your
what you
head
planned.
down, and then we wouldn't have this problem.
Hmm?
well, everyone kept their head down.
Who's looking at what at this point? I need pings.
Well, I guess I'm
I'm-
looking in that direction over here. I targeted it instead of pinging it, but I
Okay.
targeted it.
As a half elf who like elves don't sleep, right?
Half elves do though.
Yeah, but do I blink less than a normal person?
No, you blink as much as a normal person.
Right.
I mean, I'm out of character and character lost. So like, what are you guys doing? But
Which is good.
When
Yeah,
I blink,
Can't mess again.
what happens? I blink now.
I'm looking this way.
As you blink, you notice that the statue has moved.
Yes, okie dokie. Guys,
Right, okay, we got to get out of this and very quickly.
try and we need.
okay, wait. Just go back. Everyone just leave.
As you start to leave, you hear more movement.
Yep. I'm gonna.
No, everybody, Aldero, just trust us. Look at a statue. Just do it.
Everybody, keep an eye on one statue and
Hey,
keep
hey.
your blinking to a minimal.
Okay.
There's other ways of getting in here. There's no point in us trying to go through whatever many statues there is. We just go around the keep and we move in through the window in the back.
I
Did
think
you
we're
not hear them?
flip-flopping quite a lot here on how whether or not to
Yeah.
take the dangerous or undangerous routes. I'm in
Well,
here because you
I
want to
mean-
go kill this woman, and now you're telling me to leave because of some statue. I'm very taking mixed messages here, Daryl. Mixed messages.
We're
We go-
looking.
What? We go in through the back of the window. You see the window there? We go through that instead of going through the 10 statues here. There's no point. I mean,
Why don't you do that and we'll keep an eye on the statues for you. So they can't follow you out as they were going to do.
As you hear more movement.
they're closing in on us. It's
Because
best
we're
for
not
us.
that
looking at them.
Yes, it's best for us to like go to a place where they all have to go in through one space, or aka outside of the door. Let's go out before we can't go out anymore.
Okay, we retreat, but with our like
Yeah, we're
backwards,
walking
looking in
backwards,
a
so they're not
direction.
walking in on us.
Keeping my
Okay.
eye on that one. And Rev technically can never be surprised. I'm just putting that out there.
It's like, oh yes, weeping angels. Oh, I've met them before.
Oh, I've never
Exactly,
Not
he's
surprised,
like,
but
ah.
it's like, oh, I guess we're dead.
You just moved the statue closer to that one door after I said that.
Of course.
No.
Because now we're not looking at it, we're outside the door. But it knows where we are.
No, I mean,
Somebody close the door.
I just saw one get closer to this, like to the one, like the other path.
Oh no. Yeah.
Do they still move? The statues.
The ones
we
from
don't
your
see them.
point of view that you can see.
Okay, we not look at them right now, and then we look back up through the door. Have they moved?
Yes.
In which way have they moved?
They've moved away from the door.
Interesting.
They moved back to where they were.
That you cannot see. Some are out of viewing range.
Okay. Now we know what awaits us within. I would assume that whatever these statues are, I have no idea what this is. They would move in a way where they reset automatically. Otherwise, it would be pointless for them because they would just block wherever they killed the last people. It's like, a self-reloading trap, if you will. Which means that we can either go through very, very fast and try and have it that they don't hit us at all, or we try to go in through the back. I assume we saw the staircase, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
could
saw
see
the
the
staircase.
staircase.
Okay. And there was like big windows in the back, right?
There seem to be windows in the back, yes.
Do you guys want to do the fast option, or do you want to do the going through the back option? We can also try and fight them, but I assume if you fight them in the middle of the room, they're going to be encasing us, and it's not a
Yeah,
smart idea.
We didn't need to fight them. We just needed to keep our eyes on them so that they could move less.
That's part of fighting them. because they will ultimately probably hit us, right? If we screw up once. How many
What's the
statues
back
were?
option?
There's more statues than we've been. Like there was 6, 7 statues, and we have 5, 6 people. There will always
What's the
be
back
one.
option? What's the back option?
We could go around this place here and try one of the windows or try one of the doors that is in the back.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's go this way.
Okay,
Do-
before we do that, as you run the corner, who's currently at the front door?
I'm still at the front door.
Yes, myself.
I think we would leave as a whole team and not split up.
Yeah.
We go we go one direction around, and we wouldn't leave anyone
Okay.
behind.
If that's the case,
Somebody-
I need everyone to stop here.
Okay.
Because if you're all moving, then things might have changed inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's completely okay. My
Yeah.
assumption would be that the statues wouldn't be going outside, because that would be fucking weird. If like one person running in and then they would just follow them ultimately around. So yeah,
You
let's
can
just-
move up your speed. For this, let's use the initiative system so we can keep track of it.
So we're rolling initiative.
Yes.
really annoying to move around though. Not gonna lie.
Hmm?
Well, we would all be following Kaim, right? So like, can we all move on Kaim's turn and then like they move or something like that?
Yes, we can do that.
And obviously, like unless we get to fighting, then naturally we spring back
Yeah.
into initiative. But like, I think it would be faster.
So
to
you
just
can
move
all move now,
30 feet.
30 feet. Unless you want to dash.
I mean,
That's 60 feet.
yeah, I think we're dashing.
I'm gonna dash. Yeah.
We see the statues and they're back to where they initially were, right?
They are at places where you can see them.
But we have two very, very smart individuals in the party. One of them can recall perfectly to what they've seen.
They do not seem to be in the same position where they started.
Okay. The window that we're standing next to right now. How big is the
Not
window?
everyone's there yet.
Wait on Gus.
Yes.
What? Oh,
You need to move as well.
So I need to know which windows you're looking through.
that's 15. See, that didn't even update for me that everyone was moving, and it's not that. Okay,
You
fine.
need to like.
Something or other. Down to you guys. There you go.
Okay. Which windows are each and every one of you looking through, and what statue are you looking at?
We only have
I'm
3 windows that we can't. 3 statues that we can't see, which is like. The ones that are like in our. Things. Do you see that? Yeah, you see. You can see which ones we can see, no?
I have a DM overview. For me, everything's without shadows.
Oh, okay. The stream can see it. Oh, well. Hold the ping again.
Hold click.
You hold left.
We can see this one. We can see this one, and we can see this one,
Okay.
and we see like the
see, like,
apple
a
of like this
corner of-
one. Yeah.
That one.
Oh.
All right.
Oh yeah.
In that
Also,
case-
this one is limited as well.
Just
Whom
the
of
idea
you is looking at the ones in the back, like the windows in the back?
myself,
Okay.
because I have faith my party are looking in front, and we're all not just looking backwards.
Yeah. I'm looking at this one, I
Okay.
guess. Because I want to look at the stairs.
That should be. So as soon as you move to the window, you can see statue there, and the statue there. Now you can move again.
How big are the windows that we're standing next to?
They're about the size of that. So half a meter,
So we could, in theory, burst through.
if you wanted to. Yes.
Okay. We've seen this thing back here, right? When we walked in.
Mhm.
Yeah. And like it has like a door icon on the.
Those are windows
Did-
that can open.
Okay, so we could go through that. Is it like reasonable for us to like know that or no?
You
know,
can see
like-
that they can open. You have no clue which way they open in.
Okay. I mean, as I said, we could try and go like the short way through now. We could try and like crash through this window here, or we try like the ones that seem did they seem bigger? The ones in the back here, like this one.
No, they seem the
this
same
one?
size.
Okay, and these ones here,
Same size.
well, like there's two next to them, so like could
Yeah,
we
there's
go?
two next to them.
What's the walking around this like? I see. So like you made like a path, so we have to like walk through them. We could just try and like crash through this window here and make a run for it, while looking at the ones that are within our way, in order to potentially avoid the ones in the back.
If we have at least one or two people looking at a just general area, would
Yeah.
we be able to send people in to then have them look at the general area for the others to pop through as well?
You need to look specifically at the statues, from what you could tell.
Okay.
But
so
if they
not
moved-
periphery.
Yeah, but I mean, if they move into the general area, though, you would be looking at well, they're in the
Exactly.
general area, stopping them from getting too close to you.
So we would have someone move in the corner here and just look into the
Essentially,
room.
well, one
Yeah.
or two people, and then we get people on the staircase to look downward. If it's
Yeah, okay,
safe,
let's do that
obviously.
then. Kaim, would you mind going first? You second, because you have the best perception, and then we go on file.
Right then, everyone.
So how are we getting in? We're opening the window.
One person goes through this window here, and the other person, and Edgar goes through the window down here. We just
Sure.
break him and go through.
They
I'll
open,
edit it
right?
now.
Yeah, okay.
Do they open? Nice.
These do not open.
Oh,
we ca-
okay, it's
do we
the other
care?
one that opens. Okay. That's
Uh,
fine.
We break
it
them?
shouldn't matter because again, if we have multiple people looking at the area, we should be alright.
I'm saying, like, do we care if the window's open or not?
No, we shouldn't, because then if we have people that are quote unquote safe on like the staircase.
No, I'm not talking about the statues. I'm talking about the ramifications of us breaking things in a
Oh.
heap here.
I mean, try not to anchor them. I guess I don't know.
Question. In the time that you've been conversing this,
Yeah.
have you looked away?
No,
Likely
I
for the
haven't.
moment.
I mean, now we would have been like looking at the statues that we can see, right?
Yeah.
I take it the other
Uh,
ones could have been moving, but that's okay. If they do,
Yeah.
we can abuse that.
I
I'd
feel
like
it's
to
a
point out
given.
Valeria has not said anything, so she has been looking.
I feel it'd be a given that we know about vision-based movement, so we
In
would
that
keep
case,
that in full mind.
Valeria, could you ping to me which statue you were looking at?
Or are we looking through a window?
You are looking
As
through a
in,
window.
This is the
Yes.
window.
This one was the one that I was looking at.
Yeah, but you might have looked away while you were talking.
Yes,
I assume this one's blocked by the tree. Or not?
That one would be blocked by the tree. Yes.
Okay, this one then.
Okay. And that
Guess
one would
I-
have come into view. This one would have come into view. This one would also have moved closer.
Oh, so I couldn't see them. Because my line of sight is the wing of that one, presumably, and this general area.
This
Yeah,
is the
but that
reason
is
why.
it's not line of sight. It's like which
It's-
one you look at. You have to
yes,
like
it's
look specifically
intently
at
looking
one.
specifically at one.
So much worse.
Yeah,
I know.
that's the whole point. Like, it's too many statues for us to like control via looking at them. They will hit us ultimately.
Is there a way for them to get out of this room except for that door?
Given that they haven't done so, I don't think so. Otherwise, it also would be like a really, really shitty contraption of statues that leave the premise. They would just
Okay.
wander off.
Everyone, thoughts on me summoning a beast?
What are you on with a herring again, man?
No, it doesn't have to be in water. I can get a land creature.
Nice.
and
You think a
request that
mouse
it
would
look in
work?
It would look at it.
This is true.
That's true.
Rev
Do
looks at
it.
things.
Yeah.
That's another set of eyes we don't currently
The
have.
more eyes, the
Mhm.
better. Get like an owl or something that don't blink, or
Can
a
you get
shark.
multiple? Can you get multiple creatures?
Oh wait,
Multiple
Rev
smaller
doesn't
ones.
blink. Rev,
Oh,
come
that's
here.
a good question. To my knowledge, I can only summon one entity. Do I do it?
There's space for all of us at the window.
I mean, what we could do is we could try and lure them away from the staircase by going up, waiting until they all move to a general direction, and then just go for it. Yes.
Hmm.
They seem like to be walking towards us, right? If you would all be standing like pointing over to this direction here at those double windows,
They
potentially
seem
even
intelligent enough to try and cut you off.
some very intelligent statues, given that they don't even know where we want to go.
And what is our plan here? To climb in through one of these windows?
And then go through the yeah. I mean, we can also try to like maneuver with looking at them, but that seems to require a lot of coordination. That
What if some of us go that way, and then the rest of us double back and go around through the front?
well, they will just split up and we solve the same
I
issue.
don't know that.
You can try, yeah. Could I summon a mage hand and try to push one of the statues?
You could try and summon Mage Hand in order to push one of the statues.
Would like to do that.
Okay. Which one are you trying to push?
The closest one that I can see.
Okay. You see it touch statue. Statue doesn't move.
Why didn't it move?
The hand is not very strong.
Oh, do you think they're immune to magic?
I hope not. I mean, we could also try and open a window and attack them through the window, but I don't know if we can just, I don't know if that's a useful thing to do. The issue is, we don't know what the statues are going to do. This seems like a defense mechanism. I think it's reasonable to assume that they would attack us and try to hurt us or grab us and hold us down. Both of these options don't seem very, very appealing to me. And I don't see us moving through this trail without getting either hit or grabbed. And given that this is like the defense mechanism, the people that established that have thought about this. So just trying to walk through it without a plan does not seem like a good idea. I can easily make it to the staircase in like multiple ways, but this is not about me, this is about all of us. I can either teleport to the direction, like misty jump, whatever you want to call it. I can even run there without getting hit. But how would you go about getting there?
I can get
Yeah.
someone there. But
Yeah.
I can't get myself there.
I could try and put them to sleep, but I don't know how how robust they are as creatures.
If we don't even know if these creatures can sleep. We don't even know if they're creatures. They could be constructs or whatever, like constructed things.
As
Does
long
Ref
as
does Ref sleep?
I mean, he doesn't need to.
as long as
does he?
they're not undead, then it will put anything to sleep.
Whilst this conversation is going,
Yeah.
which statues are you looking at, and have you looked away?
No.
I haven't.
I mean, no, I'm staring at this one still.
Okay, for those who are staring at one of the statues, I need you to make a Constitution check. Because this is you
Check.
trying to keep your eyes open. Yes.
Check or saving throw?
Check.
Oh, damn it.
Not
Ooh, and there are stairs.
Okay, so Edgar and Valeria, you blink for a split second. Adara and Kaim, which statues are you looking at? Actually, that one can get a lot closer.
It's not good.
Carry on.
We're wasting time here. My blade's already summoned, and I shattered a glass.
Okay, you
I'm-
shatter the glass. As you do that, you look away,
Okay.
trying to hit the glass and make sure it actually shatters and that you're not hitting any steel.
Can you for once use your head?
Shut up.
No, I mean.
So that
whatever.
one's
We'll do it.
moving.
Is your head for anything else but for hot air? These statues don't know our plan. They probably won't block the stairway if we stand like closer to the entrance again. They will move to the entrance again. There's no point in us trying to force ourselves into like an obvious trap or like an obvious defense mechanism.
Every time we have spoken, they have closed in on us.
Yes, then go to a place
I
that's-
turn around
then-
and I grab Bardero by the scruff.
Okay,
I mean,
is
As that happens, I'd
as
like
that
to
then go away
happens-
from the
further on.
staircase.
as that happens, what is everyone else doing? I need to know what Edgar's doing, what Valeria is doing, and what
I'm-
Cirrus is doing.
I am moving closer to this window.
Me too.
Okay, so you're moving away. What
Yep.
is Cirrus currently doing?
I can't really see anything from where I'm standing. I'm just, I suppose, taking the chaos in that's around me.
Okay. As that is happening, you look back through the window as you notice now that there's a few statues in your peripheral vision.
Look, Kaim, they move in on us right now. Let's move to the other corner and then be quick about this. Just use your head
Yes.
for one
Stop. Then
time.
stop talking. Then stop talking and do it. I push him and I make a mad dash to the other side of the.
As you do that, I need Cirrus to tell me which statue he is looking at specifically.
I mean, I haven't been looking at any statues. I haven't been able to see any statues until this exact moment.
Okay. In that case, Kaim, you get 2 attacks of opportunity against you from
Okay.
the statues that are close to you. So from the
It's-
first one,
through the window that we can barely fit through.
yep, as one of the windows is shattered.
Uh-huh. Would they be able to come out with their wings and shit like that?
No, their wings fold back
be-
in. They move
Can
too.
be grabbing through it and stuff.
So
like
the
that.
wings are just representations of that they have wings.
Mm-hmm.
Does an 8 hit?
No, I don't.
Okay. Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
As statues don't seem to be moving again. Adero, what
Yeah.
statue are you looking at?
This one.
Okay.
Sirs, can you look at the left one?
Yep. Yes.
Then the both of us.
I
Cirrus,
suppose Rev can be looking at one down there.
Cirrus, let's move back towards Edgar and Valeria while looking at those two. If they come out, that's to our benefit.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm moving like here while looking at the statue.
Okay.
It's again like this one.
Yeah.
Seriously coming up?
Mm-hmm.
We need to move together, otherwise you might get hit.
I mean, I'm keeping my eye on them, and Rev has his eye
You
on
need
his.
to move
They're
on
not
the
gonna
map
move.
as well.
Okay. Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, so you move away.
Right, go out of sight.
Time the rest of the party. Cam is throwing a fit again.
As
Using
you move up to the rest of the party, Edgar and Valeria, which statues are you looking at?
With Edgar being, I guess, assumptive today, I think Valeria's thinking of looking at the one closest to the party. So Edgar would be looking at that one.
Okay.
Teamwork.
As you both blink, you notice a statue passing by.
Yeah.
It seems to be rather fast, because as you blink again, you see a statue moving all the way to the opposite side.
Okay.
The other one, you do not see they have moved.
Okay, given how smart the two of us are combined. Serious. How many statues do you think is in there?
Oh yes, yeah. I saw how many statues are in there, right?
Yeah,
What
there's a
about some
total of
everything?
8 statues inside of the building.
Yeah, I counted 8.
But so far only 4 seem to have been moved.
That we can see.
Only 4 have moved.
So far.
So far, that I've seen, yes.
How? I mean, we could try and like chip them from the outside. I don't know if that's a reasonable effort or not. I don't know what Kaim is doing.
Well, he's trying to get in. That's
Yeah,
what
he's trying to have his
do.
hero moment again, trying to like solve every problem by brute force.
It's just in general not going very well today, Darrow.
Sorry, what?
So it's just not doing a very good job today, Darrow. Okay.
Bruce, this
Um,
time, would I be able to move up 2 squares?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm now looking again at.
Yeah,
that's
it'll
statue?
probably be that one at this point. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm trying to keep an eye on Kine.
Do you see him what he's doing?
I see him standing out of the window.
Okay, Edgar.
Yeah.
And I know this might sound very, very stupid,
Oh, no.
but would you like to test something?
No,
you could-
I thought that might be the case.
Try and go through this window here. I would stare at the near statue. You
Mhm.
hack at it. I don't move my eyes from it, and you move away again.
A stone
And then you
statue.
move away again from it.
I would happily agree to those terms if people were to also look at other nearby statues.
We can do this. Valeria, Sirius, come up. We try to like fan out in a way.
Mhm.
I will stare at this one. Sirius, can you stare at the one in the back on the left here? And Valeria, can you stare at the other closest one? If any statue closes in to Edgar while he's in there, before he's out again, we look at that one instead.
Okay.
Agreed upon? Always the closest ones.
Deal.
Okay. I don't know, Sirius, if your dog can do it as well, your fox. But I mean, maybe get him. Yeah, okay. Are you ready, Edgar? Guys, can you get in positions where you can see most of it? Get like next to me or something?
I'm trying to think of a more beneficial method for me, but it's proving difficult.
I don't think there's a better method than doing this.
I
Sorry.
mean, I'm just thinking if
you
I
could
could
try.
throw something at it rather than, hopping through.
Yes, that's also. I mean, I could try using a magics. I just feel like a stone statue might be best. used with more force. Like probably like a hammer would be best, instead of arrows that don't have a lot of like weight to it. They would just clink off, or my fire wouldn't do as much. I obviously don't know. We can try. I just feel like if you would hit it with your sword or whatever, it would deal more damage to like a rock than.
So then, before I head in, I rummage through my bag and pull out a scimitar I have never used in this campaign, but it's there.
All right.
Because I think that
I
might have a
I have one of those as well.
yeah, it might have a bit more heft behind it than a short sword. Okay.
In that case, I
has
need
a-
pings from people onto which statues they are looking.
We'll be looking at these three. That's what we just agreed upon. But if
Okay.
any move closer to like where they would be able to strike Edgar once he moves in, we look at those instead. Always looking at the closest ones. 3 of them.
All right.
Okay, get ready, everyone.
Okay, before I hop in, I'd like to cast Summon Beast because I feel as Edgar needs to have every precaution fine covered. So Fabrice, if you would, I guess, allow me to, I cast Summon Beast in a space I see that is unoccupied within range.
Which space will that be?
Let's say here, and I'm
Smart
going
man.
to. Thank you kindly.
You just summoned like a dead thing.
No, that's the icon for it. It's the bestial spirit.
Okay, it looks dead.
Could you
Oh,
roll
it do.
me a d10, please?
Of course, that's
Don't be a
more than
herring
it was
again.
last time. I think. No, this is specifically a land creature. This time.
Oh, it's gonna be a rabbit again.
Sharp.
As you
eyes.
start the spell, you cast it off. You, for a split second, take your eyes off a statue.
Oh, I was never looking at one because I was
Oh.
getting ready to hop through.
Yes, we've all.
It was
Fair
the others
enough.
that had designated.
Fair enough.
them.
As you summon, seems to be a fox.
Oh,
Got one of them.
I shout through the window. Look at a statue. If it moves,
As you see the
keep your eyes on that one.
as you see the fox turn, look at the statue in front of it.
Ah,
I mean wait, that's okay.
wait. Was anyone looking at the one in
Yeah,
directly
me,
in
me,
front of
me.
the window?
Okay, okay. I
Look at
stopped
another
looking.
one.
I stopped looking at it and
Okay.
looking at this instead. One. Does this close one move?
I'm looking
You
at the
can't
close
see,
one.
but Edgar
Well-
doesn't move.
Okay.
Wait,
cool.
what do you mean I can't see?
You
said
can't
like
see-
we
you
No,
don't-
as in not.
I mean, I
direct
see
line
it.
of
I
sight
just
if you're
don't
looking
stare
the
at
other
it. It is in line of sight. I would see movement. I just can't stare
There's
at
no
it. Right?
movement.
one.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I guess your fox
Um,
works. Okay.
Scimitar in hand,
hmm
I try and hop through the window.
Okay, the window's open towards the outside, so you're met with a bit
Okay.
of force. So I need you to make a strength check in order to, or an athletics check in order to barge through.
I
You can just
prefer
open it if you want
athletic.
to.
Oh no, same difference to be honest. Yeah. Well, if I notice that, would it be easier logically for me to try and like fingernails in and open the window?
Seems to be a latch. It keeps
Like
the
us.
windows closed.
I mean, I still have it cast. I guess I can use my mage hand to open it from the inside.
Would that mean you're looking away from it?
Well, I was looking at this one, and I don't think I have to.
Okay.
But I mean, yes,
You have to designate
Okay.
it to.
it doesn't matter. I can
Then
control
no,
it
no,
again
no,
once.
It's fine. Beforehand, I would like to cast Mage Hand.
All right. You cast Mage Hand. There's a floating hand, and it opens the latch.
Who means?
As you
I
see it
open the window.
slightly open up to you.
I take a grip of whatever I can hold and open it and hop
Mhm.
through.
All right.
Its head.
I'd like to try and scimitar this bad boy.
All right. Go ahead and roll a scimitar attack.
You'll have to give me a second as everything is lagging on my end, and it's difficult to try and find a scimitar icon on the UI we have, as it doesn't appear to be there. But Give me a second. I try and target this one.
Just roll the
Fine.
scimitar attack.
Okay. See, now I don't know if it's just lagging or if it's just not working.
As Mage Hand came through, but not the next one.
Yeah.
True.
So I'm clicking the dice in my inventory for scimitar.
Oh,
and
it might be because Mage Hand is an action, and we are currently in combat order.
Okay. Might make sense.
You could just roll like a d20 and
Yeah, and add your proficiency bonus, including this would be dexterity for the scimitar,
Plus,
which should be +8.
that's the
wait,
saving
he's got
throw.
+8.
You add
like
your
overall.
proficiency bonus
Yeah,
to
proficiency,
it.
dexterity
like
and proficiency.
3.
Shit, it's +8. Okay.
Motherfucker.
Oh, damn. +8. Alright.
As you roll, you hit the statue, and it, with the swing and the strength behind it, it bounces back, and you hear the sound of something chipping. And as you pull back,
That's okay.
the statue hasn't been scathed. However, there's
I
like a
thought not.
big dent within your scimitar
Oh,
as the blade is chipped. It seems to be a normal statue.
You use a
I'd
blunt
say
end
they're
of it.
quantum locked.
Pummel it.
That would be metagaming.
Push it
Well-
over.
My strength isn't that good. It's above average, apparently. Okay, with that being our test, was to work out if I could damage it whilst it's a stone. Presumably, I have tried to damage it. That's enough. I'm hopping back through the window if possible.
Before you do that, from the canopy, you see a statue land next to you.
Oh,
Well, I instantly look at it. I
Before
look at
you
it.
actually see the movement, it
in that
makes
one.
an attack.
Okay.
no, it doesn't hit.
Hold on, hold on. I haven't done anything yet.
Oh, nice.
It's worth a shot. Ethereal touch, I do not like.
Oof. Does a 23 hit you?
Oddly enough, you're not gonna believe me. Yeah, it does it.
Okay.
As you feel the scraping of stone across your chest piece, you feel your body elevate
Elevate.
and then bounce on something squishy. As you look around, everything seems ghostly. You are currently on the ethereal plane.
Ethereal plane.
As
What the
the
fuck?
rest of you see Edgar disappear.
Right.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
I will tell you what the ethereal touch does. You are currently in the veil between life and death. Here, the target, you are stunned in place. You can't move, and you can't escape the ethereal plane. However, as you look in the corner of your eye, you see the statue of this angel moving freely, looking at you as you see teeth sharpening, her eyes wide as blood-like tears stream out. In the meantime, Kaim, you come to the window. Which statue are you looking at?
That one.
Okay. You keep a close eye and you see some movement in the corner of your eye. Something stony is moving. Do you keep your eye on the statue that you're holding?
I keep an eye on what the statue, and I take a step back.
Okay, as you take a step back, you see a stony hand unlatch the window. And as you avert your gaze upon the arm for quite, well, a split second, you see it freeze in place. As your eyes dart back to the statue you were looking at, the arm is gone.
What does the windows above us look like? Is there windows above us?
Let me look that. Oi. There seems to be windows above, but they have these slats going through them. As if making sure no one can jump in or out.
Any balconies whatsoever?
No balconies.
Edgar just disappeared. I
He did
assume we
that.
saw that, right? Because like we're like staring at statues, but like we see that he disappeared. We don't know. We have no idea what that just did and how it just worked. Does
Mhm.
anyone have an idea? Does a cannot check does anything, or like would knowing magics give us a hint?
This seems something beyond your grasp.
Yeah.
As much as I would like to find out or don't find out, I don't think we should try and go in there without preparation whatsoever. I'm glad now that we didn't go through. If they just drop from the canopies and just can like make us disappear. We need a plan for this. We can't just try and
Maybe we should all
brute
just
force
get
it.
touched and go to the ethereal plane together.
We don't know that's what.
That's pretty interesting assumption you have there, Valeria, to what has happened.
Is that a
Better
Helen
than
like a
him.
character? Yes, I thought so. I mean, yes, perhaps, but also characterize. I don't know. Do we?
We don't.
Like the
I don't
concept.
know.
Sorry, I
of-
thought that was to all of us. Was it just to Matt?
Yeah, I think like what he saw is like only to him. I think.
Yeah.
I think- I think we just saw him vanish, and that's about it. And
Okay.
I think Fabrice
Yeah, we
saying
have no
I'm
idea
in
what
the
happened to him.
ethereal plane is based as a player rather than as a character, because Edgar
Yeah.
probably has no idea where the
No,
fuck
you
he
have-
is at the moment.
You see ghosts around you.
Yeah.
Like there's people moving, and you've no clue who they are. There weren't any people around. You can still see the trees and plants.
Yeah, I can still see the same environment.
Yeah,
but
you can see in front of you. You can't turn
The
your head. You're
entities have
completely
changed.
stunned in place.
That's fun. Is my fox just vibing at this point, or
It's in the ethereal plane, isn't it?
No, the
Yeah,
fox
I'm good.
isn't.
is the fox in the normal plane?
Your peripheral vision doesn't actually seem to be able to see the fox.
we see the fox.
Yes, you can see the fox.
Okay, that's
Gi-
a
give-
good sign
given-
that I'm still
Yeah,
alive. It's fine.
given that the fox is still here and that it disappeared, like that his companion disappeared last time, that he, you know,
Or the
Left
last time
us.
that Edgar died. Yes.
yeah, I would assume that he is still somewhere within range.
Ah.
Can you describe the trees, like the environment and like the roots and everything?
You look around and the trees and plants look exotic. The trees itself have a large trunk you can see or you know to be in larger forest areas, mainly on different continents of Akria.
Mhm.
The roots, however, seem to be formed in such a way that it is intended to create a maze-like environment.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be artificially shaped.
I see. Are these like savanna trees or like?
These are more think Black Forest Germany kind of trees. Only bigger.
Pines?
I believe it's not only pines, there's also oaks going through the forest. If I'm correct, but
Mm.
my geographical knowledge is limited.
Man, due to climate change, those black forests is like very, very dried out.
Is it actually?
And and there's fears of forest fires. Just wondering if that is.
No, I'm more thinking Roman era types. What's the world?
Okay, yeah, they're pretty healthy, and you
Yeah.
wouldn't assume they would go up
No.
in flames. Yeah, that's a shame.
Does it
It's
smell
really
nice as the
lush.
pines?
It's actually really lush, and there's a vagrance of like not only earthy smells but also flowers that are out in bloom.
Mm,
That's
okay.
lovely. I'm glad I could have joined that from the ethereal plane.
I honestly I have no idea at this point, guys. Like, forcing our way through this seems like a very bad idea. He just tried hitting it; it didn't leave a dent.
And then he disappeared.
Then he disappeared.
Maybe we'll come back. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they just moved him somewhere else. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, given that the fox is still there, he can't be that far. Maybe he's back in the heavy and at the ale house, his favorite place, getting drunk
Maybe.
again.
I think we all stay here and keep an eye on one, and someone runs through and goes upstairs, but it has to just be one person.
Well, I mean, I
can
can
get
quite
one
literally.
person to the state. Well, yeah, you can do
Yeah,
it as well. Yeah.
We can at least 2 people there on the instant, but like, what about the rest? Like, what's the point of that?
Well, at least we know what's up there and what we came here to do. Are we going to just leave without doing anything?
We're here to get Elijah, right?
Are we leaving Edgar behind? Are we not doing the Nosferatu? Are we not doing Arisa?
How did Elijah get
his
through
name
here?
is? Maybe he knew and he had some kind of tool,
I
or
would like to go back to the group.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
Like,
we all
I-
lead them towards a certain area, and then one person runs.
I mean,
through.
if you only want to have one person up there, it's not a big deal. I can quite literally get there without any sweat whatsoever.
Okay.
I can send one other person with him.
What would you be
Do that.
comfortable with, Adero?
I mean, given that Kaim is the most marshaled up person here,
Okay. I can send a
Ca-
cat
No,
I'm-
no.
do
Yeah.
you think that's a good idea?
No, it is not a good idea.
Oh.
We're wasting our time.
With
But
what? What else
are
should
we
we do?
doing though?
Elijah's not here.
So we're
No,
leaving. We're leaving Edgar.
Wait,
to God
what do you mean
knows
he's not
where.
here? He is here. We know that he's here given the spell.
Is the spell worn off?
Well, this is the last known location we
maybe-
have from.
There's still
we
a
haven't
blip.
seen him.
He's
We
up
haven't seen him
there.
coming out, so he is
Wait.
here.
I mean, we don't know if he's here or if his scarf is here, but like,
Well, okay, if you send his scarf to Arsene, then you'll bump into Arsene wearing his scarf
Yeah.
upstairs. That's fine.
The-
But
The
What-
point
blade,
is,
the blade senses blood, and
Blade senses
it can't
blood.
sense Elijah's.
could you sense Elijah's blood beforehand, given that he was like a vampire?
Right. Well, we've talked and talked and talked and talked, and we still don't have a plan. So
Yeah,
I don't
like
know
you
what
keep,
we're
you keep
doing
saying
here.
we're wasting time, but you don't have like a reasonable thing to do instead.
Well, what do you expect we do?
Oh,
Where's
Edgar's back.
Edgar?
He just,
Where's
he's back.
Edgar?
He's disappeared.
I'm quickly staring at the statue.
Reese, no, don't do this, please.
Hold on, I need to look something up real quick.
Oh, fuck.
I need to see if the
Google's the Doctor Who wiki.
imagine. No, I need the condition for stunt. I can spell. Because I believe I have automatic critical actually.
Oh, probably. That would make sense. I can try and find my DM screen, but you'll probably be quicker.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Look it
believe
up for yourself.
paralyzed you get advantages and it's an automatic crit, but I'm not sure about stunned.
Let me see.
It's taking a while to load.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Oh, in that case, I already did that.
Mm-hmm.
We already had advantage.
Fails strength and dex saving throws.
Hey,
etc.
just for reference, Adero said, well, I said that we would look at the closest statues, so
Mhm.
I would have looked at this one instead of looking at this one.
I know.
Okay.
You didn't see it
Thanks.
attack. However, Edgar, you notice a ghostly claw going
Ooh.
across your face.
I would like to point out, I did say to my fox, if you see another one move, look at it.
And
Yeah, but this is
I'm
happening-
already looking at this one, and the fox is looking at this one. Like, I think you're getting rinsed like from the ethereal plane or something.
Yes.
Ah,
They have free movement on the
Wait,
ethereal place.
foxes can't see into the ethereal
No.
plane. Ah,
Wait, is Edgar back on our plane though?
Yes.
Because we see him on the map again. Okay.
Yes. As he appears
Oh.
again. This time, you can see some blood going from his face, but there's no scars.
Edgar, quick, come
No
back
wounds.
out.
And have to tell me twice. I literally try and leap back through the window.
Okay. As you fall through the window.
I'll
We close the
happily-
window with the mage hands again.
Okay.
Just make
Right. So what happened?
Okay,
to-
at least everyone's back.
Where did you
Okay,
go?
what happened, Edgar?
Are you okay?
So one of the statue things drops on my left hand side.
Yeah, we saw as much, yeah.
It's did it like touch me, or did it attack, or how did ethereal touch work?
Ethereal touch works as a. The statue basically just touches you.
Okay.
It has to
it-
overcome your armor class.
Yes.
But as
So which
soon as you get
attack
touched, you disappear from the material plane. And you are in between the veil of life and death.
What death?
Where
Oh,
you
okay.
are stunned in place, can't do anything, and can only see in front of you.
Sure. It dropped to the left of me and essentially grazed me, and I was paralyzed. But it's weird. It's the world around me changed, but all of the, I guess, landmarks like trees and walls and things that didn't change, but the atmosphere and the beings within there, they're able to move freely. You don't have to look at them or whatever. They were able to move, and one of them hurt me a bit, and I'm not happy about that.
You totally disappeared for us.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I see.
Right.
There is one person going up or two people. The
I
rest
send
of us
somebody-
stay here and keep an eye. That's
I wouldn't mind
think that's-
trying this.
The best idea
Yeah.
we have at the moment.
We
I mean,
have a smashed window as well. Let's just stay here for a second, okay? Let me suggest this. We know where the staircase is. I can
Yep.
get there.
Yep.
Kaim can get there.
I can send Kaim. Yep.
We have, or like anyone else can get there. We have the fox inside as well. We can position ourselves in a way where we would be like, we know that this window there pointing over this one is smashed and one person could get through. It seems like that this tree trunk blocks some of them. We could position ourselves where we like stand on this staircase and we stare at the ones closest, and we could try if other people go through as well. That would be like the riskiest way of getting there.
Okay.
I
Right.
guess if the worst thing that happens is we go somewhere else for a bit and we might take one attack, then
Mhm.
it's not the end of the world. It might be
That's
multiple.
the worst thing that we know that can happen.
Yeah. But I can heal.
But yeah, if we do that, right, if we do that, we need to do it in unison and swiftly. As we're standing right now, we are attracting the statues, what it seems to be, to get
Yeah.
to us.
Yeah, let's
So
just do
once
it-
we do that,
quickly,
We need to have an
quickly.
order, and we need to do like in unison and very, very quickly.
What
So what
statues are you currently looking at?
The ones closest, like this one, like this one I'm watching. This one is watched by the fox.
Not anymore.
This one,
moved, so the fox is looking at that one.
Okay. Very quickly. Can
Direct
anybody do
order
illusions?
was to look at the one that moves towards.
okay. can you give the fox a better order, please? Give an order to like watch a specific one, so we know which one it is.
Such as.
So
Which
what is your
one?
suggestion?
I can
Cyrus?
change it.
Yes?
He's dead.
No, he just was like wanted to say something and
Then he left. Yeah.
Turn around. He's in the ethereal plane.
What was your suggestion, Ardero?
well,
As in, specifically, what are we looking at? What are we doing? When do we do it?
okay. We're currently we're now waiting until the statues are gathering towards us. Then in let's say a minute or two, I run down, I blink towards the staircase. Sirius and Kaim run down. Sirius blinks Kaim to the staircase and runs.
I can go by myself.
Oh, well, that's good to know. I guess Kaim goes by himself as well. Sirius runs down with Rev and blinks you, Valeria. So we have 3 people on the staircase. Us 3 looking to the closest ones that are next to the tree, whatsoever. Honestly, only 2 of them look close. I try and look into the tree canopy and see if one is dropping down. At the same time, Sirius and Rev run to the staircase, and Edgar's also following Entail, and we try to like make a run for the staircase.
Okay.
Good.
Does that
do
sound
it.
a plan that is agreeable upon everyone?
Everyone put your hand in. Go team.
Yeah.
Does everyone
Whilst-
agree with that?
Whilst
Yes.
looking through the window, Edgar is trying to place their hand in the parties.
Okay.
Just,
Can you get your fox as well, like for like a more beneficial situation? I mean, let me just have him like stare at this one.
Sure, but the one to their, I guess, left and right, they might be able to target it.
That doesn't matter. We just need the one that is like as close to the stair as possible to not move.
Sure. If as another option, we could currently look at the 2 to the left and right of it, and maybe the third one. I could
What?
direct my fox. I could direct my fox to the corner and say, "Look at any that move." Something along the lines of.
I mean,
that.
we don't even know if they will attack your fox.
Understandable, but if that's the case, that's better for us. If I'm able to position it as like a sentry and have it look at the staircase, and if anything moves in its peripheral vision, look at it. That isn't obviously us.
Well, we are going to be at the staircase, so the ones closest to the staircase will already be looked at. I think that's the idea.
So which one did you want me to say to look at? The one just behind the one to its
This
right?
one, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, is everyone ready? Does everyone know what to do?
I command to the fox to look at the one to its right, but behind the one that's nearest.
Would
Okay.
you still be okay to get hit again, Edgar?
Oh,
Or do you require like assistance from Valeria?
I'm fine for a while.
Okay.
I think. I
Okay.
feel okay.
Edgar, which one are you intently looking at?
Me,
Yes.
I am currently looking at this one.
Okay. Valeria, which one are you currently looking at?
Whichever one Ardero told me to.
Okay.
I think this one probably. And then Sirius was on some other one.
Sirius, which statue are you currently looking at?
whichever one I'm meant to be.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in view, and we have 7 characters. So all of like this one is in view. This one is in view. This one. The only one that that we're not watching is this one in back here that we can't see. The rest we can't see. Everything okay, Ice? Can we proceed with the plan?
I need to know from Sirius which one he's looking at.
Well, I don't know which one I'm looking at. This one. I am double clicking, but it's not doing
Okay,
anything.
that one.
It's old right
Yeah.
click.
All
left
right.
click.
Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
So Kaim, which one are you looking at? Okay. Which one is the fox looking at?
The fox I directed to look at this one.
Okay. I can't see. Okay, I can see Rev. Which one is Rev looking at?
What would be the last one, right? Because there's 7 and 7 to look at. Once everyone else.
8.
I mean, if you can
to
see
my
this one,
knowledge.
then it looks at this one, I guess.
You can see that one, yeah.
We guesstimated 8.
I mean, one drop down, so it might be 9.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
We head in, look at the ceiling. It's just full of them.
The trees don't have leaves; they have statues.
Oh,
All right.
They're not
in
even trees.
that case, Adero, go ahead and move yourself. Because which one were you looking at?
I was looking at this one.
Okay.
Okay, are we cool like doing this like all at the same time, like as like a full-on let's sprint for it action?
Well, I am.
Okay. Okay.
I'm ready.
I think the people that will be on the staircase should be the ones that run first. Can I like check how like close I have to be? How does that work?
I mean, if I'm sending somebody,
I need to
somebody
run
from
until
here.
like this point here.
I can send somebody from here.
Or,
to the
yeah.
staircase.
Okay, I can do it from here, I guess. Okay, we just all have to be like ready to like do things. Okay, on the count of 3. Everyone ready?
One's 30
Mm-hmm.
feet.
Yeah, I think we just run up here, Kaim, and
Okay.
then we go into and run around the rest. Everyone ready?
Who's running first? Or are you running at the same time?
Well, in initiative, it's currently Kaim.
I mean, we kind of try to do it at the same time. Like Kaim and Adero run at run instantly at the same time. Sirius is teleporting Valeria, and once
okay.
those have happened, Sirius and Edgar and Rev are running through the open door, window, whatsoever, and we try to like keep the closing and statues in check.
Okay. Move yourself in that case. And remind me which statues you were looking at.
I'm running here. I can't.
Yeah.
That's 30 feet.
And you were looking at which statue?
Well, right now I'm running, and
No, I'm asking which statue were you looking at?
I was looking at this one.
Okay. That one disappears from view.
Okay. Then I would be blinking here.
Okay.
Like-
Are you using Blink or Misty Step?
No, I Misty Step.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
You are being met by a statue.
Wait. Okay, wait. I wouldn't do it if like there's a statue there.
No, you're
I
casting Blink and you're being met by a statue.
Wait, what?
You're casting Misty Step
casting
and at the
Misty
same time
Step.
it's moving.
They are extremely quick, and no one had eyes on that one.
I mean, what? Like I can't
I
jump to
had
like an
eyes on it.
occupied. I can't jump to an occupied space.
No, so you're being pushed out.
But like, what? How would it be there?
It
If it's all like
intercepts
this-
you.
Well, like it can't. I mean, how would it be able to intercept me? I mean, it's whatever, but like, it's a bit wonky to like play around. Not gonna lie,
It's
because they
a
seem to know like where
feature.
we're going.
Yes. This is part of their feature.
Okay, but it's stared upon by Kaim. So if anything,
That one wasn't stared upon by Kaim.
who then?
This one was stared upon by Kaim.
No, this one was this one was Sirius, and this one was Kaim. No.
But Kaim is moving at the same time.
Okay.
So,
Fair. So if anything, Kaim and I would be there at the same time.
yes.
Okay.
So Kaim's also there. Unless
Mhm.
you want to use your bonus action to Misty Step that way, you're being met by the statue that Kaim was supposed to looking at.
So we're both there. We appear, and there's a statue that we like get bumped into, and we
Yes.
step back and we look at it.
Yes.
Okay, so we're both standing in front of a statue.
Yeah, you're both standing here in that case.
Okay,
You can't
I-
move through
I
walls.
can't move through it.
There
Mhm,
we go.
Yeah. So while staring at it, we would like to go to the staircase. At the same time, right? This happens like all simultaneously, kinda.
Well, if we were
Valeria
doing
would
things
appear in the
simultaneously-
staircase as well.
exactly. Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, if
I would
that's the
have used
case,
vortex
which
warp
one was
to-
Valeria looking at?
What was the one I was told to look at? I think it was this one.
I believe it was that one actually.
Okay, then I'm looking at that one.
Cool. So there's a second statue that's appearing.
But Valeria is appearing right behind on the staircase at the exact
Um,
moment.
do you need line of sight for that?
It says vortex warp. It's magically to a space around teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. I can see the bottom of the stairs from here.
Yes. You need to see the space.
I can see the bottom of the stairs from here.
Which statue were you looking at?
Oh,
I believe
see
it was
what
that
you-
one.
Yeah.
Okay. So Valeria does appear on the staircase and instantly gets to a different map
Sick.
because that's part
Woo!
of how it's set up.
Well, Valeria's gone. Good for her. She's
Leave
got
me
out first chaos.
behind.
Let me do that.
Leave us behind. Go, save yourself.
Every man for themselves.
And then as soon as we get to the stairs, we're looking at the ones here, right?
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
looking at
exactly,
the-
exactly.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I mean, wait, our turns aren't over yet.
You moved,
used- You moved and bonus feature.
so you
yeah,
have an
bonus
action.
Yeah, and my action I would like to use to dash to the staircase.
Okay,
Right.
you can't
While-
move
while-
through an enemy square.
You cannot squeeze something. I think we.
Nope. You need
can, but-
to use an acrobatics check in order to do that. Which takes an action.
Well, I have my action still.
Yeah, but you want to dash. It's either dash or try to go over the statue. Or past the statue.
Okay.
And I need to know from Valeria which statue you are looking at.
Right now.
Yes.
Which one are Ardero and Kaim looking at?
They're staring at the one in front of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at this one then.
No, I wouldn't stare at the same one that Kaim is staring at.
But this happens all in the same seconds.
Yeah.
So you're met up
okay,
with a
yeah.
statue. You see in peripheral vision Valeria appear and Valeria turns around. So in theory the statue that wasn't being stared at has an action to use against you.
All I've done so far is be moved. I haven't said anything. So I would say quickly, I'm going to watch this one. Wong, you watch that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. So I know it happens in an instant, but if you get there, you're there. There's a statue there, 2 people. You would just instantly assume they were going to keep an eye on those 2 and look somewhere else. Instinctively, that's how I feel.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? There's 2 there, and I can see them.
Yeah, mine-
I would assume they were
Yes.
taken care of, and I would look somewhere else.
You would have indeed the ability to change. They did a move bonus action, so they are in that process of getting there. There's a
Yeah.
second statue coming in that actually rushes, goes in for an attack as soon as you appear.
Got it.
So
Just
there's
telling
one
you, I'll
attack.
be
There's
looking
just
at this
one attack going.
Yeah. Just telling you what. I'd
Wait,
be
which
doing.
statue is attacking? What?
This one's attacking.
I'm looking at it.
It's rushing up.
Well, like how? Wait.
No,
how are they doing this?
You
Like-
are, they is
You
this
need to
all
watch the
consecutive?
episode. They move like superhuman.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't
Yeah,
know where
yeah.
they're gonna
Okay,
be.
okay, but like we are
They're like
also moving
Sonic.
and like we're not even
You're
moving.
moving
We're,
like-
wait, no,
It's all split seconds.
we're teleporting.
Yeah, and they move as fast as you can teleport.
But like we got squished back. Like we teleported like further than we are currently at. Like
Yeah,
why
so
would
you
how
get
would they
pushed
how would they
back. And the other one's coming in with a rush attacking you. They have a fly speed of 100 feet. They can
Okay,
move
so- okay.
faster than light.
Yeah, what I'm saying now is like, I now haven't moved like, or like I teleported shorter than I intended to teleport because apparently like it interposed my teleport, and now it can
Yeah.
also attack me.
No, it's not
At
the
the same-
same one that's attacking you. The one that intercepted you doesn't move, standing still.
So like it moved into my square, but I can move into his square. Is that what's happening?
No, this one intercepted you, pushed you out of that square because it's technically a threatened square. And the other one, the one above
I don't
you,
understand it, but it's okay.
rushes in because they have a fast as fuck moving speed and attacks you.
Uh-huh.
It's not the one that you bumped into that's attacking you.
Okay, yeah. Then I mean, I guess, do the others get there as well before it attacks, or like?
What?
Well, we said like we do all of this at the same time, right?
Yeah, so this is all
Would-
in the same time.
You know, I'm like asking if my other friends are getting there as well before it attacks. Because if you're doing this like one by one by one by one by one, like it gets like super wonky.
We
And
have to do
suddenly
it
we,
one by
like-
one by one by one.
Yeah, but wasn't the point of us doing it together that like we can't do it like as a group together?
Yeah, and
That
this
we
is
all do it at the same time?
going within your initiative. This is also happening at that same time.
Yeah, but like Edgar, for example, hasn't moved at all yet. So like it isn't going at the same time. I mean, but do
It is
what
all
you
in
want
the same
to.
6 seconds.
Okay. What's the thing happening right now? Please, like tell me. So I
Attacking
can do
you.
things. Okay, yeah, then roll the attack.
You were the one going off about this.
Because I want to know what happens.
It's attacking you. Does a... Oh, you have a reaction you can choose.
What? How do they do this?
You can choose either one.
No, it hits me. It's like a 22. No.
You have to click it away. So I
Hmm.
can't see it. 22 hits in that case.
Okay. Why does it have advantage?
They have back tactics.
So within like another creature. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So I
you
guess
are
I'm, like-
teleported to the ethereal plane and
Uh-huh,
stunned in
okay.
place. As you can see, the one statue in front of you, as you see this ghostly image, it is freely moving as this angelic woman is weeping, crying as gnarled teeth expose themselves, claws reaching out for you. At the same time, Edgar, what are you doing? You are muted, by the way.
My idea was to move, well, continuing down this path, but keeping an eye on the one I had eyes on,
Okay.
which I think allows me to get my full 30 feet of movement, but keep an eye on its wing at least.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it, I think. My
All
next,
right.
I guess, port of call would be to probably smash through a window.
It's already
Which
smashed
I'm not
through.
looking
It's,
forward to.
it's
Yes,
already
no,
smashed
first.
through.
It is
So
smashed
hop
through.
through a window then.
Okay. As you hop through, you are
Oh,
being...
I never said that. I said my next port of call would
Okay.
be that.
Okay.
It'd be waiting for them to secure the
Mhm.
staircase and keep eyes on everything.
Yes. Fair enough.
Yeah, so that's for me, and my bestial spirit, Fox Goodboy, is keeping eyes on. I think it was. I think I had directed it to look at this one. Yeah,
Yes.
because it was the one that was to its right. But
This one's by
behind the one in front of
Gus. This one was Rev, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
This one was the Foxy Boy, so this one's
Yep.
unattended for.
No, I can still see it from my angle.
Oh, yeah. Correct. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, that was my go, I guess.
Alright. So you're intently staring at the piece of statue. What is Cirrus doing?
Same as Edgar.
Alright. Move yourself to the position you want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
You'll
30 feet takes me to. Cool. And which one was I looking at indeed?
You were looking at this one.
Okay, then still in sight. Still in sight.
Shouldn't be inside anymore.
My sight thing is all weird. I'm seeing
That's because of Rev.
No, I can also see.
Did you move downwards? You
Yeah, I
were
moved down this one. I was here. So
yes, and then 3 squares down. You should be able to lose vision on that one there.
Okay, well, it's still there for me. But we'll say that it's Rev.
It's
And
probably
then-
Rev.
I think it's here's 30 for me,
Okay.
I believe.
Now you can
And then
see
Rev
that
is-
statue again.
I can see it again.
I believe you should be able to.
I can, yes.
Yeah.
And Rev would follow me. So he was keeping an eye on
This
believe
one, I
that
believe.
Yes, so immediately lose sight of it.
Right, that one disappears.
Down, down, down. And at that point, you can see it again.
It's gone.
But it's gone. Okay.
Oop. As a statue appears on the staircase.
Oh. What?
Right, next course of actions. Which statues are you looking at?
Looking at this one.
All right. Lyria, which statue are you looking at?
I am looking at this one.
Okay. Cirrus, which
Wait,
one are
no,
you
I was
looking
looking
at?
at this one. Sorry, I was looking at this one.
Oh,
this one.
that's okay.
Yeah, I'm still keeping an eye on the same one. That was that one there. Yeah.
Okay. Which one is Rev looking at?
Rev, one that Rev was looking at's disappeared, but then he is a steel defender. I'm going to imagine that he perceives the threat behind Valeria and looks at that one.
Okay. And Edgar, which one are you looking at?
I currently have eyes on this one with my fox looking at this one.
Okay, so I'll first do the one that no one's looking at, which is this one,
That's one.
which is moving around, but making attack against Adaro, who is in the ethereal plane.
I'm not looking at it at all. This one, the one that I was looking at.
You're stunned in place. You can only look in front of you.
Yeah, but that's the one that I was looking at.
It can move freely when you're in the ethereal plane.
Okay. Doesn't it?
Wait, you're stunned, so you can't do anything.
Oh, well, I mean that then it hits my AC, so 15, I guess.
Okay. You
And
take
it asked me to like cast it.
Yeah.
So I did it.
you take 10 points of necrotic damage and are back on the normal plane and immediately look at the statue that attacked you.
Okay. Just asking out of curiosity,
Mhm.
given that they can't move, what prevents us from moving through their space,
They're considered hostile creatures,
even if they can't move?
even if they can't move.
So I couldn't go up and hug it.
Theoretically speaking, you could.
Okay.
But as soon as
Okay,
you
it's like-
lose
yeah.
eyes on him, it is
Yeah,
able to move.
it's this is like where like realism meets in-game mechanics. But yeah, yeah. What's like the order of actions now? Like, what can we do?
Edgar's first. So Edgar, what would you like to do?
I feel it's currently a time for Edgar of waiting for the others to secure a safe entry, if possible.
Okay.
No,
Well, that's the thing. It was a case of
they're gonna close in on us. The longer you wait, we're gonna be fucked.
exactly. it's difficult to safely jump through a window because then I wouldn't be looking at one of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure.
For a race, would you allow me a risky move that I would class as a movement and an action, but with extreme disadvantage?
I mean, which one are you looking at right now?
Depends on
I'm
what you
currently
want to
looking at
do.
this one. It's roll through the window and shoot blindly at one of them.
Ooh. Okay. I would allow that. You would have disadvantage on your roll to get into the building as well as your roll on attack.
So if I failed on the roll to get into the building, would I remain outside or?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
And you
happy with
won't
that.
have your action to shoot.
No, that's cool.
So roll for an acrobatics check first with disadvantage.
Sure. Acrobatics with this. Oh no!
As you try to barrel roll whilst keeping an eye on the statue you're looking at, you notice that you hit the wall and you feel some pain. For split seconds, you take your eyes off, but then quickly readjust, noticing the statue hasn't moved yet.
Ow. Would you class that as movement?
I would class it as trying to do something cool, but sadly failing and having
It is.
spent both your movement and action.
Okay. Then I guess that's the end of my turn.
You need to put yourself there as well.
Can we get would we know a way how the statue has appeared on top of the stairs? Can we squeeze through that, or it's like very hard to like come up with a plan or whatsoever right now. I've no idea at this point what I want. Like,
Yep.
it just appeared there.
It seemed to have fastly appeared there.
So these statues, they don't move, they teleport. And what, like, from our perspective.
You haven't seen their movement.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I thought they were like moving, but no, okay, they're teleporting, like at least to like.
You have no clue how they move.
Okay, yeah.
Because you can't look at them or look away whilst they are moving.
And we can also not move through them.
You can also not move through them.
Wondering how you meant us to go through there. Can you push the one that you're looking at?
Can try. I'd like to try and shove the one in front of me.
What is
away
your
from
strength?
us. 18.
You wouldn't be able to. These are solid statues.
Anchor in the ground.
Khan would know he wouldn't be able to push a statue that easily.
Push a statue. I don't have 18 strength. Do you have the like massive like sockles on the bottom of it? Like,
these are
things
lifelike
for-
statues.
do they stand like on a platform or something?
They don't seem to have a base.
I mean, I don't know, guys. Serious, can you get Valeria out there again?
Are we in? Are we in initiative order at this point?
And can you get her out again?
This is a
I
yes or
have
no
one-
question.
Yes, probably. Yep.
Get her out. Time we're leaving. Can you go out
Fine.
as well?
I still got a teleport to do. I can do.
Okay.
Yeah. Then like, at the count of 3, You teleport. Is that okay with you, Kaim and Cirrus? Can you do that?
Yep.
Okay, and then
Providing that
Adero,
Valeria is willing.
Adero,
I consent.
Adero counts down
Cool.
like 3, 2, 1. Then Misty steps out.
Vortex warp
As
Valeria.
you blip out.
And I vortex warp Valeria back over to us.
Wow.
And in that second, the statues have moved.
We have to come up with a better way of doing this. There is no point in us trying to do so. If the statues can interpose us on these staircases, then they can all, they appear in front of the staircases. We have no idea how to defeat them. We can't move through them. We can't move them. They are a dead end. Unless one of you has a better idea.
The only thing I could possibly think of is put them to sleep for me. That's all I could do.
But that would only work for one of them, and the second
No,
they're more.
it works for the amount of hit points, so it could affect all of them if I do it well enough. Do I know if these things are immune to being charmed?
You know nothing about.
You have no clue.
I make an educated guess based on their probably fey nature and other things we've encountered in this town.
They don't seem to be of fey nature.
Okay. So they probably aren't, because only fays are immune to being charmed.
Of which you know.
Which I know. Trying not to metagame here, right?
Mhm. Sorry. That's why I'm saying of which you know.
I
Yeah.
know.
I mean, you could try. I mean, yeah, we could give it a shot, and then we can see if they move after you've tried either charm or sleep on them.
So one more option that we have, it would be Kaim attacking them and seeing if his magical
Mhm.
blade does any damage to them. So far,
Oh,
couldn't
there's a good.
dent them.
Hang on. I have a magical weapon.
Yeah, we could try using magical weapons over normal weapons and see if that works. Other than that, there's no point in us trying to go there in any way or form whatsoever. Given that they can just appear wherever they want to and just take us to a plane or to a place where we can't even defend ourselves.
Yep.
Do you have ranged magical or is it your
I-
axe?
Pull out my crossbow, and I go, yes.
Do you want to try and shoot at one of them?
Yes, I shall.
Which one are you shooting
Indeed.
at?
The one that I'm still looking at, because I've definitely not taken my eye off it at any point.
Which was...
Which was this one,
That
yeah.
one. Okay.
Do I have range on that, actually? Hang on.
Should be.
50?
50, 55.
Just roll it from my inventory. Oh, light crossbow, attack roll.
As you release the bolt, you see it hitting the statue and bouncing off.
Okay. I am now going to cast Branding Smite on the crossbow, or a crossbow,
Okay.
loaded up with a bazillion different things.
Mhm.
Branding Smite is not magical, it is radiant. Yes. Okay. Cool. And I'm going to cast that, I suppose, on to one singular bolt will light up with radiant energy, and then I will fire again just to test a theory.
Same statue?
Yes.
Okay.
Attacking again. Armor roll.
As it hits the statue, it bounces off.
Okay. Magical, radiant. Nope. That's my expert opinion as your artificer.
We can try leveling the building if you want to.
Got something to do that with? Oh, I couldn't have done Branded Smite. We have to retcon this. I didn't have Branded Smite left. I didn't have any spell levels.
Okay.
So we don't know about Branded Smite. But radiant damage.
I mean, at some point, somewhere, this building probably has some wood in it. You can burn it to the ground.
Do you want to burn it to the ground, Rodero?
I mean, I don't fucking know. I have no clue at this point. Like,
We're grasping at straws here.
yeah, no shit. Do you have any ideas? Because if not, we might as well try and find a place where we can rest.
I think maybe we just go back to the inn. Rest, because I need to recharge my bracers, if nothing else.
Fuck this place. Fuck the Nosferatu.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck Carissa. Let's just like let's get out of
this
this.
seems to be where both of ours paths lead to. So unless we
Well,
have a better
then-
idea.
Maybe Elijah will come and find us, and he would have done his thing.
Yeah, he may have done. But also, if I remember correctly, Elijah told me, yes, he was very heavy on the we should definitely take down Margaret thing. But didn't he mention that where
Yes.
were the Vistani? Was it Shimmercrest or Embercross?
Shimmercrest.
Yeah. And the
Shimmercrest?
boat-
Shimmerrest?
Shimmerrest. Yeah, yeah. And to get to Shimmerrest, you take a boat. You take the boat from
I believe that was Ember
Cross, probably.
Cross,
And there's
yeah.
no boats from Clearshade. Well, I wouldn't know. He didn't tell me. But maybe there's boats.
Clayshade doesn't
I'm
have
not-
boats. It's not edged to water.
But I don't know, guys.
Like I said, I didn't sense Elijah in this building at all.
Can you, perchance, Valeria, your locate object? Are you able to do that again?
I'm
now?
able to.
Okay.
Maybe do a different object.
That's what I was going
office.
to say.
What else do I know that Elijah was wearing
Let's look
or
at.
had?
We need a picture of him. Where's the picture of him?
Did he have a whole? Did he have a deck of those tarot card things?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
See
What
what-
were
But
his
you
boots
do-
like, Ice? Please describe his boots for me.
Fancy leather nobleman's boots that seemed to be reinforced for protective manners.
Okay. Is his boots a good idea? I mean, he'd have to be wearing those, right?
Yeah, he wouldn't
Anywhere?
have dropped his boots somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll think about his boots. And then I cast locate object on his boots. I don't just think about them.
No blip.
No blip. So he's dead. His scarf is upstairs. Uh-oh.
That's jumping like a few conclusions, but sure.
That's what
Yeah,
I do.
I
Have
do
you
not
noticed
believe
that by
he
now?
would have fallen so easily.
Maybe he left a scarf as a trail.
Wait, there's no blip for his boots.
No.
Could also
And
be
how
out of
far-
the radius.
Yeah, what's your rate?
1,000 feet.
Valeria. 1,000 feet.
1,000? Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's
Big
not even in the
wheels.
city anymore.
That's a sixth of the city that you can sense.
If he was upstairs a minute ago, he could only have really gone up without us seeing him, right?
It's
Yeah,
like
but
at
you
least
knew
10
the
minutes
scarf
at
was
this
still
point.
there anyway.
Do you know
Yeah.
how fast he was able to move in the woodlands?
Well, look, I guess we call this whole thing a bust then and we go back to the inn.
I mean, I could try something before we leave. Might as
Yeah,
well.
do it.
And I start to levitate upwards.
Okay.
Oops, that's the wrong. I wanted to levitate. Blazing fly. I'm just going like upwards and trying to like, touch with the hands like the wall to like see through windows and shit like that. Like see what's going on in the upper floors.
I should try to look through the windows. They are fogged up. you cannot see on the upper room.
I'm using the pommel of my sword to smash one.
Doesn't budge. Seems to be magically and reinforced. You do notice that one of the vines on the edge of the building starts to move towards you.
Oh, I go down then again. I go down again. Seems like it's magic that keeps us from going up as well. The vines are moving and the windows are blurry and can't be smashed. So,
Okay.
Have we tried? One person goes in, they wait for them to be surrounded by all of the angels, all of the statues, and then they misty step out. All of the statues are looking at each other. Whoa! They're looking at each other. They can't move now. What a good idea I just had. That's completely original, and I thought of it.
Oh,
Oh, definitely.
Valeria.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Clever.
Give me a sec while I'll just comment my comment in chat.
Okay.
I mean, we had multiple statues looking at each other already. Are
Oh,
they
were
still
they
there?
moving?
Are they still there where they have been? There was one here and one here that they were looking at each other. Not that it would help us, because if they're frozen in place now, then we're fucked regardless because we can't get through them.
They seem to be not there.
So yeah, I don't think that works.
As we know, unfortunately, just looking in the general direction currently doesn't.
Well, this seems like an unwinnable scenario. That's not been
Doesn't
very
it-
fun. Anyway, back to the inn. Cool. Good trip, everyone.
Yes. Valeria.
Hmm.
Shall we? Let's see if we can get some. What time is it?
It is mid-noon, but as you
But it was just afternoon when we left. We came here. Time got backwards.
as you move back to the tavern, that is where we're going to leave it tonight. That was an interesting
Okay.
encounter.
Mm.
Just the tiny bit.
It was designed not to be winnable.
Oh, of course it was.
Tell.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't need to fight every fight. You need to run away. Meanwhile, thank you all for watching. I enjoyed, well, most of it. As seeing your faces was revealing the Angels of Sorrow,
Hmm.
because I didn't completely rip it off.
One could say
Really
as
isn't
they
it?
are
I mean, I
so
take-
sorrowful. They
I
could be
take it was
weeping.
homebrew though, right?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, it was indeed homebrew.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I was a bit more lost than the others, given that I've never watched Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like
What-
an
what-
advantage for British people. Unfair.
Doctor Who? This
I-
is
I
in
would-
relation to Doctor Who. What you?
Doctor Who.
What are you
I
on
would
about,
like to
boy?
request formally, as one that has never stepped a foot on the island, that we scrap every reference, every anything regarding Doctor Who and Harry Potter, because that's an
No.
unfair advantage to
dare
everyone
you.
but
Bloody
me.
hell, bitch.
Fine, I'll go
Just have
across
to
the
visual.
pond and I'll bring in
Yeah, let's take
Lord
all
of the
really German
Rings.
You- you've-
picture.
you've
All
moved
the
there.
Really good German picture that we know, like
Of course.
oh, there isn't any.
Well,
Actually,
because
every fairy tale.
yeah, I was about to say you just don't know any. No, I'm
Robert
joking. I
Grimm.
just
Mhm.
I just got a bit
yeah.
how to put this, like, confused by like how fast these things move, because I thought initially I thought they were
Yeah.
like just moving, so I thought we could just outpace them, which
No.
yeah, but like I never
Yeah.
realized. I only realized that once like it was too late. So I don't know. Given that, I could have how do you put this? Cut that one short by 45 minutes by not trying the plan or not trying any other of the plans. Just so let's go fuck off.
What Alina
And
said
I-
is a good metaphor.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Schrodinger's atoms.
Hmm?
You're not looking, you don't know
Um,
how fast they are.
So it's a
Yeah.
case of, in the Doctor Who lore, they are quantum locked, meaning that when they are observed, they cannot move. They are literally stone. However, the instant they are unobserved, the moment you blink, they are able to move. But the thing is, what makes them so harmful is you can't kill a stone, but
Yep.
then you look away
And they
and
snap
then
your
it's able
neck.
to move, or in Doctor Who lore, yeah, it's either they fucking just outright kill you or they send you back in time.
Yep.
Or in this case, they send you
Into
to
the plane.
fucking limbo,
Yeah.
ethereal plane.
Purgatory.
Well-
There you go.
Well, then look at you, Dr. Nerd. Call it they defeated them.
What I
Um,
said.
Well, in the
Mm.
first episode, Blink, where they first appeared, the
So we could have outblinked them, but I guess not.
I know it was a case of they were the two people that were in it. It was I think Sally Sparrow and something Nightingale. They got into the TARDIS disappeared, all the angels were surrounding the TARDIS. With the TARDIS having disappeared, the angels were then looking at one another, meaning they were being observed by one another even in their stone form, meaning that they couldn't move. But I didn't
That
want
does
to
work
meta
for
that
us. Oh.
with
You don't
the
also
plan.
don't know if that was a solution.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
which is the
we know that it
annoying
wasn't a
thing.
solution, given that we had two statues that were looking at each other, and now they moved.
Now you know. Yes.
I'll
That episode
spam you
shit me
with
up.
all of the. Oh no, I remember watching it when it first came out as a kid, and I could not sleep that night.
Anywho, I am going to end tonight's episode here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode and this little reference we did to Doctor Who. In, well, at least David Tennant being back as the Doctor.
What?
Yes.
Huh?
It's a spoiler right there.
Fucking spoiler.
Ah, what? It's been all over the place.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. I was supposed to make you feel
To
bad.
be honest.
You don't make me feel bad about that. I don't care about spoilers.
Okay,
You're
in the
the
YouTube
emperor.
upload, spoiler for Doctor Who at the start.
Yeah, you literally so annoying.
Or you just cut it out.
Yeah.
Thank you all
bleep it.
for watching. We'll have to see if we can do next week because some of you
Yeah.
were not being
I
around.
can't be here. I'm watching the fireworks.
Yeah,
Won't be
sure.
around.
Yeah, we had
Wait, I mean,
Um,
we suggested, is everyone free on Friday?
I
Um,
am free on Friday.
I'm good for
Um,
Friday.
free on
Me check.
Friday.
We had like a not bad like Gus as well.
Oh, hang on. Friday's the day that I usually go through Edinburgh to see my friend. Could be.
Of November. I'll get back to you on the Dicey Mayhem group, guys.
All right.
Fridays.
Because we might
Yeah.
be back on Friday in that case.
Yeah, sorry
To-
for my absence at the start of the stream.
No worries.
Again,
Yeah, you
pub
better.
quiz.
Sometimes it happens.
Did you at least win the pub quiz?
That's the thing. We came second.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh,
Alright,
that-
so
okay,
apologies
now-
to you
now
then.
we
still get
It's not
prizes,
forgiven now.
but
If you would have
it's-
won, I would have said like, "Yo, no worries," but like you didn't even win. That's
I am
fucking
actually
disappointing.
cutting it close now because I do need to go to bed.
Yeah.
I have work in the
Bless your
morning.
heart.
So
Alright.
It's fine. So do I. Let's do this.
All right.
thank you all
Yeah.
for being
Bye,
here. We love you
Bye-bye.
all. If you haven't caught up, please check out our YouTube page where we will post all our episodes
Someone done socials in chat.
and
Awesome.
check out
Don't call out
on
Nico.
Instagram as well as TikTok. There will be some information being posted there. Yeah, we'll keep you posted on our socials about when we will be streaming. For now, have a good night, enjoy your Sunday, and we'll see you soon enough. Bye everyone.
See you later,
Bye.
nerds.